control of my character now. I have the laptop open and already.
All right, sweet. I'll get to that after I give an intro to the stream. All right, so welcome into Dungeons and Dragons Nerdonia. This is part. We're gonna go with 14. I think it's 14. We left off.
That is accurate.
We left off with Lalathian and
Hello.
and Yellow being. They got some kind of slug worm-like thing burrowed into their head and took them over at this point, but most of the party doesn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Annika or Ingo will not be playing with us today. She's got life stuff she's got to do, but so her character will basically got beaten unconscious by Yellow as well.
Now they're definitely all dead.
Yeah. So what is it? Vivian or Rexulti killed most of the worms that you saw, and the one that was on her got disintegrated, so she might not get taken over. But then anyway, they fought like what looked like a blight bear, and it exploded and had worms go all over. So I'm gonna post
Pretty
a link.
nasty.
I'm gonna post a link in Twitch of the trailer for Slither, which is basically kind of the gist of what's, because some of the worms got away and crawled into the woods. So I'll post a trailer for the audience in the chat so they can watch it if they want it on their own. I'm not gonna stream it because I'll probably get a strike or something. Give me a
So
second.
we made it 14 episodes before the party was completely wiped.
I'm surprised it's even been that many because we've missed so much. Like, I didn't think it would go this long either. So, the campaign, I mean.
No, man. This was supposed to be a two-parter.
Oh no, it still would have taken, I'm sure. If I would have steamrolled you, I'm sure you could have got it done in like 3 sessions. So, I mean, the maps are pretty difficult to pay attention to that you've seen so far. I mean, that could take you like 6 or 7 hours to get through one of those dungeons.
Yeah, like the last one?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
With the
about. Where it's basically 2 rooms that are like 40 feet across. Alright, so that's the link to the YouTube video for the trailer for Slither. That basically is what's potentially going to happen. Which, once again, remember, you do something good, and then like something terrible happens. So, just...
We haven't done the good thing yet.
No, the Wasp Queen. You got the yellow gem.
We just haven't turned it in yet.
Yeah.
And who's gonna survive to see the levels? Not you guys. Boom. Okay, well, I guess if we're getting started, and it is my turn, I currently have a concentration spell going on most of the party, except for our goblin wizard. What a mighty wizard they are. Everybody else is... yeah, you are. Everybody else is slowed.
Did that hit the drow? I forget.
Wait, am I slowed? Sorry, am I slowed? Because I remember getting thrown back and going at the corpse, thinking that it was still alive for some reason.
Everybody is currently slowed, except for whoever's on the other side of said bear.
That's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to try and give you a control here, Darius.
Okay, oh, so whoever's around me, by the way, has a +5 automatically on their saving throws.
Noise.
So it says you have control. Try again to see if you can move your guy.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Oh, wrong one, probably. Okay, yeah. I got it.
All right, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
And then I don't know if you heard last time, but everybody, just to refresh, the squares aren't quite accurate, and so just use I think Lathian told us if you hold the control key and then drag it with your mouse, you can put it wherever you want. So that's kind of nice.
The Alt key.
Alt key.
Yep. You can put your character wherever you want. It doesn't have to snap to anything.
Yeah, because I'm not very good at lining up the squares yet on some of these.
And a reminder for slow. That means no reactions. It means, dang it. I wanted to throw that up there. It means -2 to your AC, a -2 to all deck saves. And you can either take an action or a bonus action.
Well, so that's technically then a +3 because whoever's around me, since I have because of my aura,
Yep.
they get
we caught
a
that.
+3 instead.
+5.
Yeah, a +3 instead of a +5. Everybody around me, that is.
Oh, everybody within 10 feet of you or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's let me see. Shoot, hold on. Where features and traits?
I'm spacing out. You're the big guy with the palette, the
dwarven paladin.
Yeah. Bear skin. Yeah, the bear skin shoulder guard guy.
Yeah, I'm the dwarf.
Where the hell is Rick Salty?
Way towards the top.
What the hell are you doing up there?
Hiding.
Staying out of the range of the big old slow spell I slapped on you.
Well, he didn't want the bear to eat him at first, so I think he tried getting away because the enemies were still in range of his spells from that far away. So, and then the drow are the spider.
Polymorph is 60 feet.
Yeah. And the spider represents the 3 drow. So the wizard and the what appears to be a barbarian, and then you're not sure if it's a monk or a rogue.
Okay, I'm trying to see where my thing is at. I know it's an aura. I'm just not seeing it.
That's right. I don't have any more 5th level spells. I'm not that level yet. Okay.
You're talking about your aura of saves?
Oh, here it is. Aura of protection. It's 10 feet. 10 feet. Of course, they all get. Everybody, me and my allies, gain +5 to saving throws, while they're within my aura. If another paladin is present, a creature can benefit only from one aura of protection at a time.
Bullshit.
Boom, boom.
All right.
So, I'm going to go ahead and take my turn by... You said Ingo is unconscious?
On Yellow's turn, she turned. Okay, so Rigzolti, the goblin, cast. Was it the gravity well?
Oh, gravity well.
Right?
Yeah,
Yep.
gravity well, and killed all the ones you could see. And then Yellow stood up on their turn and then just smacked the living shit out of Ingo and knocked her unconscious. And or killed her, you're not sure.
Who's right above Yellow?
That was the worms. They're dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So really it's just you two up there that I need to worry about. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well,
So
I know you can heal, so...
Right. So who we after then? The red hair chick?
No one. You and Toadstool are kind of confused what's happening. I mean, you're close enough so you would have seen it happen, but basically, you both would have just once the bugs got sucked in by the gravity well. You're not sure if the spell did it or what happened, but all of a sudden, like Yellow just freaked out, beat Lelathian unconscious. Then all of a sudden, the Lelathian got back up, cast slow on everyone. Then Yellow beat Ingo senseless and knocked her unconscious. And then the
Wow.
Lelathian hopped away really fast. So you're not sure what the hell's going on. But it's like Yellow and Lelathian just kind of did some questionable. Well, Yellow is. You're assuming she just went AWOL. She's killing people. So Lelathian, you're not sure what their end game is because they just cast slow and then ran away.
Okay, I am gonna go and try and we'll do that one. We're gonna try and hit our paladin, which this will be evident and will show you that I am not on your side right now. So 28 to hit our paladin with a chill touch.
What's the saving throw? Or is there
There,
no?
there is no saving throw.
Oh, it's just a ranged touch. That's gonna hit.
Yep.
Because I think your armor class is 21, if I remember right, because you had some kind of
Say
divine
20.
shield going.
Yeah, I have the let me go to spells. It's my first spell, where is it? Shield of Faith.
There we go. That gave you +2 to your 19, I think. So you have 21, but yeah.
No, I have 20. I have 20 because my AC class is 18.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's one lower than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying last week. Was it might be either 18 or 19 because I didn't have D&D Beyond backed up for the subscription, but I do now, so I can
All right,
definitely
sweet.
verify that.
Right, 13 necrotic damage.
So I take a total of what?
13 necrotic damage.
Plus the 28 on top of that?
No, the 28
that's
was
just a hit.
to hit.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I get past your armor.
Right, you're good.
So,
I was getting confused for a second.
and then I will. So that was my action. Slow doesn't say I have to stay within range. So I'm gonna just book it. Yeah, because your speed is halved, so I'm gonna just kite you guys for a while. Yeah. So let's see here. I can move 30 feet back. So squares are what, 10 feet?
The outside ones, yeah, are probably 10 feet, even though they're extremely small. So.
So 1, 2, 3. And then I can bonus action bunny hop. Go ahead and be over here. Get good and far away from everybody. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shebang goes. Oh. Shebang goes. That ends my turn.
All right, 1 second. Oh, damn, you went way down there. All right.
Yep, I moved, 50 feet away. Ooh, now the rat can come out.
All right. So as you're making your way down, I'm just trying to make sure the people on the stream can see it because I'm trying to make the map small but not too small.
Ooh, schnookums.
All right. So that is Mr. Honeycutt what am I? Wow, I'm forgetting the spell where you cloak
Enlarge?
yourself. No, you cloak yourself so you look like somebody else, like a different race.
Oh, disguise.
Yeah, change self or disguise. Yeah.
Cool. So Honeycutt is a were-rat.
Yeah, I'm just made that big. That's not how big he is, but I just wanted everybody to see it.
I
Giant
literally
rat.
just. What does he do? Like 10 billion points of damage in that size?
Oh dear God, I wouldn't even know. That'd be like, that'd be massive.
Colossal boss.
That's bigger than a Trosk. I mean. Okay, so he's comes out to the steps, and I just wanted you to see him before I shrunk him down, where you can't really see what he is. And I need a saving throw. Let me look the spell up.
Greetings, Mr. Honeycutt. I look at him and wave.
Oh, you're not getting. No, you're not gonna be able to trick him.
Play the part. He hasn't seen me cast any spells
No, they
yet.
were in the meeting room up there, and there's all these explosions and all this crazy shit going on. And then, yeah, he came outside to see what was happening.
No explosions for me, buddy. The last thing I did summoned a hand that popped up and touched the paladin for 13 necrotic damage.
Reach
And then it
out,
went
touch
away.
faith.
That's right. So yeah, I'm just a dude back over here looking in that direction.
I mean, I suppose he'd yell at you and be like, "What the hell is happening?"
I will point to my group and I'll say they've all gone crazy. They've been attacked by some sort of worms. And to be fair, because I am lying through my teeth, I should roll this thing.
Oh damn.
All right. Well, he gets a pretty good save too, just so you know.
Oh, cool.
He beat you by 1. Because it would be in his skill set, because he's a lore keeper society.
I'm going to go ahead and make him re-roll that using my reaction.
Oh, damn it. I closed the dice.
Looks like he gets a plus 12.
All right. He did not make it.
And I will take the advantage off of that. And my reaction is spent until my next round.
Okay.
Until my next turn.
All right. So he starts going around the house. Ingo's turn.
Yeah.
Need to pull up her sheet.
Yellow is currently hugging Ingo.
Oh no,
That's
Yellow
how
beat
that's
Ingo senseless. So.
I know. Beat her to a pulp. Now she needs to share the worm.
Yep.
We do that through hugging.
Get some
Unless you wanna do the-
girl on girl action going here.
I was going to say, unless you want to do that whole...
Okay, so disadvantage. That's a fail. All right. Ingo stands back up.
Uh-oh. Is Ingo on our side?
Yeah. All of a sudden, you would receive a transmission to your head, Lilithian, that Ingo's now. You guys are able to communicate.
Oh, you guys are fucked. Excuse my language. You guys are fudgingled.
Well, and you basically do have like telepathy between the three of you, so.
Nice.
So that's Ingo's turn.
And the spider's protecting. You guys are fudged. The first person who attacks Ingo is gonna get.
Let's roll this TPK.
Yeah.
Well, I said as you guys leveled extremely fast, so does the other stuff, and it didn't necessarily have to be a Trosk. And in my opinion, the Trosk sucks now.
Well, I should have
really
used my
does compared
lucky
to
on that
3-5.
save.
All right, so the
That'll
wizard.
learn me.
I'm sorry.
That'll learn me. Oh, I was just saying that'll learn me to use my lucky on saves rather than just saying, "Oh, let's see what happens." TPK, that's what happens. Use your lucky, guys.
All right.
Done.
So the wizard on the other side, he actually barely makes a saving throw, and he's kind of like, "What the hell?" Like, well, you wouldn't really know what's happening, but he succeeded at what he was trying to do.
I don't want to drop slow. But I need to do something to take Mr. Man out of the field. He's definitely going to give you guys a fighting chance, I'm sure. That would be dirty, but that means I'd have to drop slow. No.
Ingo would tell you, Lilithian, that they need assistance because they're held.
Fudge. All right.
The next person is... Oh, because they did attack Ingo, so they would do that. And they actually... The big dude throws... what would it be? Probably just a spear. Throws like a black... sickly green black spear at yellow, which barely... It slices part of the armor and then like sticks into the ground. So like it barely didn't hit. And you would also watch the spear immediately teleport back to the big guy. Like some Thor crap.
Dang. All right. I don't have that because I don't have 5th level spells.
Well, okay, he's much better at his job. Okay, so the skinny Lith person, the Lith drow, throws 3 shurikens at yellow. What is... Oh, you said your armor class is 20, Salazar? Okay, so you accidentally get hit by a shuriken. Or a shuriken.
Shuriken. I believe. Like, sure, it can.
Yeah, that's
Shuriken.
what I thought, but I've heard a bunch of people pronouncing it weird recently, so I'm not sure I was doing it right. So Salazar gets stabbed with a shuriken. I gotta look that up. I'm not even sure how many sneak attack dice that is. And it was an accident, Salazar. He just rolled a critical failure, though. So that's why you got hit with one.
So do I take points of damage or do I not because of the armor
I'm
class?
looking it up. No, he hit you solid.
Okay.
He
Okay.
hit armor class 23. I'm having to redo what I said because you don't get sneak attack on every single attack. So
You only get it on the first attack, I believe.
yep, that's what I'm reading. So I don't want to do it wrong. Which
Sneak
that
attack
you
is
wouldn't
one
get sneak
per
attack then. You just get hit with a shuriken. I do need a poison save though. So, but you get advantage to that.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even have to do that. I could expend a what's it called for one of my divinities to actually cure poison. But
Don't get any
let me-
reactions. You're slow.
uh,
You have no
Yeah,
reactions.
not for long. I won't. Okay. What do I roll on advantage for the save to poison?
You just get 2 rolls. It'd be a Constitution save. DC,
Oh, a Constitution save. Okay.
yeah, DC
All right.
20, but you get advantage, so you can pick the better of the two. Because it's that phase spider poison.
I got 11 and a 17.
Okay, so you do not make it. You're paralyzed. You can get a save again next round. I mean, so.
Actually, let's see.
We got to focus on Toad now.
Oh wait, hold on. I actually rolled that wrong. I didn't go into the saves. I have a +8 to my saves because I rolled the actual Constitution stat, not the actual save. You want me to re-roll that again, or just keep it as it is?
Well, the Constitution save is just a 1d20 plus your Constitution modifier, right?
Well, on the D&D Beyond, they got a spreadsheet. They got it underneath the stats where it says saves, and my saves are a +5, so I have a +8 to my Constitution. I didn't roll the Constitution save on it, saving throws. I rolled the actual Constitution itself.
Just add a 5 to your roll.
So then, if I had a 17, then that would be 2 more. That'd be actually a 19.
That's still a mess. The DC was 20.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so you're
I'm
just paralyzed by phase spider poison. It's not actually.
Right, but I'm checking something real fast just to make sure for myself. No, y'all can go ahead. I was just wanting to make sure of something.
And Yellow gets stabbed twice with shurikens, and she just gets paralyzed. And she gets pretty fucked up by the first one, like really messed up. So, got sneak attack damage. All right.
Oh, damn! Where am I going on here? Where's that?
Sorry, Yellow, I'm not the healer. The healer's
And
on
it's
the other team.
Toadstool's turn.
I'm the opposite of a healer.
Yeah, you are.
Yellow would also notify you, Lathian, that she cannot move now either.
Sweet.
Where is it?
She would also tell you it looks like the dwarf doesn't look like they can move either as well. Their own team struck them.
I'm trying to find that one ability real fast.
So basically, it's Toadstool, Rexulti now, and Lelathian. And, I gotta add into turn order. Honeycut.
Mm.
Ready?
Who I believe is under
Someone
the
help me.
impression.
Someone help me here. I know a paladin. I got the ability to expend one of my what's it called? Divinity for taking off poison, or not poison, but Wait, what? I think it was poison, but I can't seem to
You probably
find
can
it.
use a lay on hands to neutralize it, but you'd have to wait till your next turn, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's
Yeah,
lay
I
on
can't,
hands can
because
neutralize poison.
I had.
Yeah, you
it
have to
says
use like
poison.
5 out of your pool.
I used 45 apparently out of my pool. That's what it's saying on my D&D Beyond.
So do you have any left in your pool?
I have 0. I have 0 left apparently because yeah,
I know.
it looks like last session it was all used up.
Yeah, I don't think you get more back until a short or a long rest. I'm assuming
Yeah,
a long rest.
it's a long
but I don't
rest.
know.
Yeah, it was a long rest. But yeah, no, yeah. Sorry.
But
Long rest.
I think Toad is right. I think it's if you spend 5 out of yours, depending on what type of paladin you are, you get some extra effect when you spend 5 out of your lay on hands.
It just says lay on hands, purify poison, 1 bonus action. Lay on hands, heal, 1 bonus action. So
Cool.
I could use that, but I don't have any more lay on hands to do so.
You also don't have any reactions because you're slowed and paralyzed.
Well, I mean, that would have changed if I actually had a way to not get paralyzed.
I think you have something against poison itself. I don't know if you added
Yeah,
that
that's-
into your.
No, as a racial thing, he has advantage, so that's why I let him roll twice. So
It's up to you, Toad. Time for you
Toads
to save
go.
the day, buddy.
Remember, Toadstool, how I told you it wasn't all up to you. You had a whole party that could help you. Well, I'm a
You
liar.
lied.
I'm a goddamn liar.
He's a dirty liar.
Remember, Toad, running away is a possibility.
Oh my God, spoken like a true. That's
I'm not-
exactly
I'm not
something I would
moving
say.
out.
I'm a goblin.
I was gonna say you do have an amazing goblin wizard back there.
Well, and Toadstool is morally gray. I mean, running the hell away is an option.
I'm gonna turn into an air elemental though, and I get half speed.
What do you mean you get half speed?
slowed.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. That's why I was like, no, you should get normal speed, and you're, what is it, 9 hit dice? You're probably like, what is that, a medium to large elemental?
So you are half speed because you're slowed, but I don't think this actually has any semantic components, does it? I think you're good.
No, even if it did, I would say that druids do not need, well, they don't need
Cool.
material components, but I don't know if you got to
Yeah.
make hand gestures. I wouldn't think you would.
I was gonna say when you're slowed, casting spells
Yep,
is
it
tricky.
messes you up. There's a
because
50%
you can-
chance of failure.
It just messes
Oh.
all your stuff up. But I think shape change that'll do it. But that's
And their
your
elementals, I think, are hella fast. I think their movement's like 120, so even halved, it's still 60, which is still double normal.
No, it's 90. I'm going off the one I linked there. It's 90 feet.
action. You
Oh,
got
well,
45.
45 is still better than 30.
Yeah. And it gives you an automatic fly speed.
Yeah, it's true. You can fly all over the place.
So
So let me ask y'all something, because I was going to test this out until I got paralyzed. But if I did find Steed, that would have actually neutralized that, wouldn't it?
I don't think so.
Wow.
find steed,
Ow.
as in summon your horse familiar.
Well, he has that out,
Finding a
but I don't
horse
think that would have
as
stopped the poison.
Yeah.
No, not the poison, but the slow. Because technically, the slow affected my character, but I'm actually summoning the mount, and I can actually choose which one and go on from there.
Oh, that's
Because
you-
the mount was
I have to roll
actually
for the
built-
horse then. No, the horse has to roll to see if it's slowed as well. You both would
No.
still
Well,
get hit.
No.
it would have mattered. Well, I was going to go with the wolf, but considering that I am paralyzed, that's what I was going to do to actually counter it.
So,
And just to let y'all know,
Yes.
the
can I
mount
answer
that I
the
took-
question? I have the answer. If you just give me a second, guys.
Okay, I didn't
All
know you
right.
had it.
Yes. So slow goes off of an area of effect when it's cast. It doesn't hang out in the area. So those who are hit with it are the ones who are affected. If you summoned anything in the area now, it is not affected by slow.
Okay. Oh, okay. I figured that as much, but I just wanted to confirm it.
It was already out though, Lilithian. That's why I said like I have to roll a save for it.
Then yes, if it was out in the area of effect, the save is 19, so most likely it's slowed.
The thing is, though, I never summoned anything yet.
If it's not out, then it's not slowed.
I thought you had your mount out at this point. Okay, I thought you had it out though.
No. The only time I had my mount out was during the time we were in when I was like at 1 Constitution.
Oh well, I thought you never unsummoned it because I thought it got to stay out until you decided to dismiss it.
I mean, yeah, I did. Well, okay. To be fair, I didn't say I dismissed it when we hit to town because the only reason why had my mount out at that time was to get out of there safely until the whole white liquid of the trap in that temple happened.
I mean, technically, I'll allow you to say you dismissed it when you stayed at the inn because you all stayed at the inn. So I mean, you could have potentially dismissed it then.
Yeah.
All right. I'm doing plenty. I'm doing plenty of damage as is. I'll let you have your wolf next turn if you want.
Well, does he get an action as paralyzed? I don't think he can call it while he's paralyzed.
No. Well, he needs his turn. So I'm not. Because they turned it into a spell. So like, I'm assuming he can't do it.
I think he's got a save from paralyzed.
It is technically I have it as an actual spell and a once per long rest spell. So I have both versions of it.
It's still a spell though. It just doesn't use a spell slot. It uses actions that you can't use while you're paralyzed.
Right. Well, I was going to actually talk to Demetrius later on about the other version of Find Seed or whatever.
Oh yeah, the fancier one. Yeah.
Because I want to do that one than the one that I have right now.
I was gonna let him use the 3rd edition version of Summon Steed, like potentially, but I told him he'd have to go on a quest to get it.
Right, and I don't care about that. I mean, I'll put the work in, but I just need to know what's going on before I actually go ahead and say I want to do it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. We do have to talk about that.
You have to survive the combat to be able to put the work in.
All true statements.
Yeah.
So, Toad, you said you were turning into an air elemental. It is still your turn, my friend.
Yeah. But I can only... Is there any way I can double move since I've slowed, I guess?
Because your action was to turn into that air elemental. So now you have half movement.
Yeah.
But you do still have half movement.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just gonna move half my speed then. And that's... How the hell is that?
Because the squares it's measuring are not the squares you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, the ruler's saying so I'm moving.
No, the ruler is. I mean, the ruler isn't accurate, but we're just gonna allow it until I fix it because it's my fault. So I'm not gonna be like, well, that's not right.
All right, I'm moving to there, and I am floating. Let's say 15 feet above the ground.
I just yell out, "Watch out!"
Who are you yelling out to?
Honeycut, but I'm not really giving any context other than the fact that Toad is closing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just saying, watch out.
Are you still trying to convince Honeycut that you're a good guy?
Yes.
Well, he actually succeeded by like 1.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Honeycutt almost did it, and then he did his little cheat reroll thing and beat him. So
I told him you guys were succumb to the infestation.
that's all your stuff, right, Toadstool? You're done?
Yep.
Well, Yellow was going to beat you senseless, Salazar, but she is paralyzed. So she's going to roll a saving throw. And she does not make it, so she is still paralyzed. It is your turn, Salazar.
And you said it's a Constitution?
Yeah, it's Constitution save, and you get it. You get advantage to it.
Well, I have a 14, and it's 14 and a 17, and it's a 25. It says.
Oh, it's because
But
17 plus 8 is 25. So okay, yeah, your roll thing is weird, but okay, so that will succeed.
yeah, because it does 2 rolls out at the same time when I just right click it and then hit it on advantage. So I don't.
Oh,
roll
and
them
it just
separately.
defaults the highest one instead of like showing 2 like everybody else. Oh,
Right. It shows the high. If it's the highest one, it takes the highest one and add a +8 to it.
okay, whatever, that's fine. All right, so you're not paralyzed anymore, and now you get your normal turn because that's just a save. That doesn't count as your turn.
Right.
Which-
So as my first action, well, not action, but let's see. I'm going to do spells, and I am going to cast me the there it is, the Find Steed, and I'm going to do it as a hold on. I'm going to do it as a dire wolf, but the dire wolf will be celestial this time around,
Okay.
Okay.
and I'm going to mount it 2 on top of that too.
You'll need to
'Cause
roll
I
a D100.
a D100.
I assume there's semantic components in that spell.
No, it's verbal and it's V and S, not material.
Oh. Yeah, S is semantic. So semantic means you need to roll a save. Well, not a save. You need to roll a D100, please.
Yeah, I've never heard that rule before. That's just
It is-
saying that.
Well, it's because they
I'm-
changed it. It's slow says you have a 50% chance of failure if there's semantic components like moving, like hand gestures, basically.
Right.
Because you might do them too slow. That's the logic the book says.
Well, it says I rolled a 12, so
So that means your spell did not go off.
okay. So do I?
So your action was to cast a spell, and your spell didn't go off.
You still have your movement.
So hold on. I guess I need to retake that back then, or
You have
probably stay
half
loose.
a movement.
No, no, because well, hold on. Let me see here. Yeah, like
So
all
you
the
got
other games I played before, they've never said that to me. So I am now just hearing that, which is actually quite new to me. Spells, actions.
Well, you have verbal and semantic, right? Semantic is like Naruto hand gestures, and verbal's just verbally casting a spell, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I've never heard all the other D&D sessions I've been in never told me that we had to roll a D100 for it. So that's why I'm saying this is actually new information for me.
It's because you're under the slow spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whether it's a D100 or anything, you'd still have to pass a save to see if the spell would go off or not.
Well, this is
Yeah, I've
very
never heard that.
specific to the slow spell. The slow spell makes it so you have to
Yeah.
roll a D100 if the spell has a semantic component.
okay. All right. See,
Yeah,
I've
my
never-
only question is, does slow actually say a D100? Because I've never looked at the spell.
Well, no, the reason you're rolling a D100 is because you have a 50% chance of failure. So the reason you're rolling the D100 is to see if you get 51 or higher.
So not to be a dick or anything, but like, do you just say high or low, or like?
That's how.
How do
That's
you-
what.
Yeah,
does
you
all
can say
spell?
high or low, and the player gets to pick. But I mean, it's
Oh,
so.
okay.
I mean, technically, you could
Yeah, we
specify
already-
that and re-roll. But I mean, what?
So
Right now, you're just rolling as though you were
according
choosing.
to my spell, it's 25% chance, which is very
Okay, so-
easy because that means that you would have to roll 25 or higher on a D100 to beat a 25% chance.
Okay, so that's fine as long as it actually specifies in the spell in the
spell.
description of the spell. Then I will be fine knowing that. But if it doesn't, then I'm going to be just as confused as I was just a second ago. Well, let's see. I can't.
So
do
you have a
that.
25% chance to pass the save, or like 25% chance to
It's
fail.
a 20. It's a 25%. Okay, sorry. When you said the save, you threw me off
failure?
there. You have a 25% chance that the spell will fail. So anything above 25,
okay.
your spell works as it would normally. Below that, and you moved too slow.
Salazar, roll the percentile again.
Okay.
So
It says
83 would have been, your spell would have gone off.
Okay, there's a shadow thing standing next to Salazar that gives out a high-pitched scream and disappears, and then you would watch the spell fail and then simultaneously succeed.
That's just
Your
weird.
cleric is unsummoned. Salazar, your cleric's unsummoned.
Okay.
She basically made it go off.
Oh, by summoning more than one creature.
No, there's a special circumstance happening with Salazar. So something he controlled killed itself to make it happen.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. So hold on. I'm confused now. So does that mean the mount is out, or it just not out at all?
No, the mount is out. So you failed, but your cleric buddy made you get a reroll.
Oh, okay.
But in doing so, she unsummoned herself for the day, basically.
So
Okay.
you do have your
Alright.
mount, then it sounds
So
like.
you have your
So
mount,
then
but you lost her. So
That's fine. I'll be. Can I actually mount it? Mount my mount as a bonus action?
You don't
Need
have
to be a
bonus action.
movement.
yeah,
Yeah, I
you get
haven't
half
moved
your
yet.
movement still. So I think you could.
Well, it's 15. So if it's next to me, then I'm going
Well,
to
I
mount.
would assume it's right fucking next to you, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't use 15
Yeah.
feet of movement. I mean, you know you're slowed, so it's not like you're gonna put it 10 feet away. Like that just
No, right? No. Yes, it is a dire wolf,
Okay.
a celestial dire wolf. Yeah, because as the celestial dire wolf, a celestial version of it, I can heal with it.
Know about that, but okay.
Actually, you want? Let me show y'all. How do I where is it? How do I send it to y'all in from D&D Beyond to?
Oh, like how Joe and Rexalti are posting what the spells do. I don't know, but I would ask them. I'm sure.
There you go.
I was gonna say sometimes it posts for
There
me
you go.
and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, the
It
AI
has healing
thingy
touch
says
as celestial.
in 5e, mounting and dismounting a creature costs half of the rider's speed and can only be done once per turn. The mount must be within 5 feet of the rider, willing, and at least one size larger than the rider. So it will cost you half of your movement to get on your mount.
So half of my movement of 15 is what?
It
Well,
doesn't
no,
matter.
that's-
You would just get on the
That's after
mount. Is what.
movement. So you,
Oh, okay.
you're
Yeah,
on your mount.
that's no problem. That's no problem. But yeah, so I'll do that anyway, and that'll be that'll be my turn. And I have mounted combatants, so that's the reason why I had it summoned.
Nice. All right, I believe it's our wizard's turn.
Is it?
Yeah, he said that was his turn.
You all
Yeah,
would
because I
watch
can't
that
do
pop
anymore.
into existence. And that's about a good size comparison, because if you can mount it, it would probably be that big.
Yep.
Ow, it hid you instead of putting you on top.
You gotta put him on the. If you just move him to top layer, then he'll slide above.
You act like that's so easy.
It is. Right click on him, and then move him to top layer.
My choices are tokens, GM, or map.
Map. And then move to top layer should be an option. I can't see because I'm not there, but otherwise token. If it's not on map, then it would be token. And again, it's just move to top layer.
Oh, no, you
There we
right
go.
click on him and you hit bring to front.
There you go. Bring to front.
I will
Move to
learn.
top.
I will get some learning.
That's how we do it. Practice makes better. Kung Fu is the answer.
Yep.
Hey, what's the sensei is the master in Kung Fu or whatever. What's the other one? All I can think of is Padawan.
It's
Which is a totally different universe.
student in Jedi. Let's see.
What's
Acolyte?
the thing the sensei? No, I'm thinking
No,
of a
he's
different one.
He's thinking of different term for master in other martial arts forms, I believe.
Yeah, I mean it's sensei is the actual word, but what's the student of the sensei?
Pupil.
Oh, you are looking
Senpai.
for the
Senpai.
senpai. There you go.
Senpai.
Uh,
I should have known that, man. I should have. Had to Google it like the loser I am.
Hey, you Googled it nice
somebody
and
said
fast.
that.
I didn't even.
Well, somebody said that the other day, and I'm like, I have no idea. All I can think of is Padawan. Like, it's stupid.
That was actually the first thing that popped into my head, and I'm like, that is not the correct
Yeah, I know.
universe.
No, it's not the
fucking
correct
terrible.
universe, but it's the correct term.
Yeah.
Just in a different
Yeah,
universe.
I mean,
Is it my turn yet?
It is your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, man. I kicked you to the front.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because everyone was still.
We're all
discussing
talking.
stuff.
Well, we're
It's
trying
all
to
right, just
avoid
tell
the
us-
deep
shut up,
move to
it's your
here.
turn.
Oh, I
Tell
just
us what you're gonna
I just
do
wasn't sure if it was
and,
still your turn or not.
No, it's you, buddy. Unleash the
Just say what
devastation.
you're going to do, and Demetrius will shoot on it.
I didn't catch that, Joe. I kicked you to the front, though, Resulty. So. And the turn order. So.
So just say what you're going to do, and then Demetrius will shoot
I
on it.
move close, like right next to the bear, my 30 feet that I can move.
Okay,
And,
you're still seeing worms crawl out of this thing. So.
Oh no!
There, yeah.
No.
Okay, if I saw that, I wouldn't move there. I'm gonna move here.
I mean, once you get within like 10 feet of it, you're seeing like those giant slug things from the Slither trailer. Creative Sarah in streamer chat, like that's basically I had everybody watch that link. If you scroll up, it's to the Slither movie, and basically there's those huge slug things all over the ground when the bear blew up. It just put them all over, and they're infesting people right now and taking over the party. All right, so you just hug the wall and try and stay away. Once you get close, you do realize they're trying to come towards you. They're slow though. I mean, so you got maybe like a turn before they'd get to you. Like they'll get you next turn if you go there. Just FYI.
Maybe he needs to double move. The goblin, so I'm pretty sure he can triple move, can't he?
No,
I don't know. I don't.
I don't think that's an ability I have.
It's all about whether or not you can dash as a bonus action. Because you get to move, everybody can dash as an action. And then if you can do it as a bonus action, that means you can move 3 times in a round. I know goblins get some fun bonus actions. I think it's like hide and disengage. I don't know if dash is one of them.
Fuck, there's no real point in polymorphing yellow because yellow is paralyzed, but
Yeah. Accurate.
I hate
You could
doing
try
it, but
to
I
do
am
a
gonna
save on
dash.
Salazar.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I mean, everybody down here around the bear is going to die anyhow. You could just fireball them all. One of us. One of us.
Oh my god.
Or once everybody starts eating the other people or whatever, like a scene out of that movie is the mayor's like, "Don't you judge me," because he's like, "I'm so hungry."
So I don't think I can do anything. I don't really have anything I can do as a reaction.
You get your. Oh, okay. Are you sure you want to go there?
Well, you told him there was worms next to the bear, so I
That
assume
is
he's
true.
trying to get away from the worms that would get after him. He's
I'm
not
not
worried
in a great
about
position,
yellow.
I know.
Well, you don't. Well, I'm saying you were kind of safe up where you were. I don't know if you have like a fly spell or something where you're just not on the ground.
And the other thing is he doesn't know about Annika. He knows
That's
about
true.
yellow, but he doesn't know about Annika. So according to him, I could see him thinking that's a pretty safe position.
Well, now that if that is
I
truly
see
where
the
you're going,
logic.
Rigzalti, I need a perception check. And Salazar, considering what happened to you, you'll get one next turn, but not this turn.
Okay.
Hey, Toad. At the end of your turn, I needed you
Uh,
to make
Let's see.
another
I don't have perception as a skill, so that is a straight up wisdom.
will save. Salazar, I need one from you too.
What save?
A wisdom save.
A saving throw, right?
Correct. A wisdom saving throw.
I thought it was a check.
No,
I
for
got a
you,
23.
Vivian, it is. It's a check.
For Salazar, it's a saving throw.
I think because the Lathian's doing something to Toadstool and
No, I'm
Salazar,
just
but you're just looking at something I want you to see, Vivian.
I'm
Okay.
just reminding them that they get to save at the end of their turn to see if they're still slowed.
Oh, okay, yes, that's right.
And since I don't have a reaction, I can't force them to roll something lower. So both of them have made their save.
You would notice that Yellow and Ingo are both not moving, and they're just kind of standing there weird, but the only thing that's moving is their eyes, which is probably what drew your attention. But they would have, like, trickles of blood out of, like, both of their ears and their nostrils, and their eyes are, like, bleeding.
Oh, jeez.
So you're like, what the hell? And they look like they're trying to move, but they can't. So you're not sure what's happening to them. Like obviously you're assuming some evil force is affecting them. And you would
Okay, so
also
I'm
notice
aware of
that
it.
Yellow's hammer is completely coated in blood. And you can see like dent marks in Ingo's armor and stuff like that. That would look like a hammer did it.
Oh, jeez. So I'm now aware of what's going on.
Well,
Sort of.
not necessarily. You're not sure what's going on, but you're thinking maybe Yellow hit Ingo, or maybe they beat the hell out of each other. I mean, it looks like they fought each other, is what you're guessing. And Yellow would have two shurikens sticking out of her, and Salazar still has a shuriken sticking out of him because he never pulled it out.
I'm not going to take double damage to pull it out.
All right, so that's all your actions except your reaction. You're just hanging on to, or
I don't think I have anything that I can do with a reaction.
Okay.
Oh! I can disengage or hide as a bonus action.
There you go.
There you go. Hiding might be a good option considering you have no idea what the hell's happening. And there is some, like, it's not dim light, but it's a darker area towards the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer to the wall and hide behind the wall. So
Roll. Is it stealth or is it actually hiding? I forget.
that'd be stealth.
All right, that works. No, I just don't know what they call it now.
I don't have, but it's dexterity, which I have a lot of.
I'll just roll a dex roll then.
Yeah.
Oh, you did a pretty good job then. All right. Well, the great part is I'm a jerk. You always think you're hidden. Like, I won't tell you if you failed or the enemy succeeded. You just always think you're hidden. All right, that's your turn. Now it is Mr. Honeycutt, who has a look. Toadstool, you see the look on his face. He is just like, what in the Sam hell is going on? You don't look like you, Toadstool. You just look like an air elemental at this point. So he's kind of like keeping an eye on you, but you're far enough away. He's trying to like analyze the situation. He yells at you, Salazar, what the fuck is happening? Because he can't see Rexalti now either. So that's what he'd yell at you, Salazar.
Okay.
He's like, what in the fuck is happening or whatever. Like, because there's large explosions out here and there's a dead bear now. Like, he's just, I mean, imagine the carnage he's coming out to.
He's okay. So hold on. It's the were-rat that's talking to me.
Yeah, it's Mr. Honeycutt, who was in the room with the table doing studies and then got to watch out the window all this crazy shit happen, and then he was trying to run out, and then he came out to Lilathian saying, like, the party's gone crazy, and, like, he's, like, trying to figure out what's happening.
I'm going to respond to him saying, well, we had a bear over here that looks like it has a bunch of slithers over here, and now it looks like somebody is, I mean, the party is attacking each other, and one little flappy bunny-eared bastard had hit me with some fucking necrotic damage. That'd be like me saying that back to him telepathically.
Persuasion check?
Okay. 18.
Yeah, he believes you, so. At which point he would turn around, and Lilathian, I need a save.
He's not even going to address me? Okay. What do you need to save?
Well, he's not going to kill you. Like, just, so I need a wisdom saving throw, DC, let's go with 20.
No, my point was that he believed me and then he believed him, and where there was no more discussion, he just turned around. All right.
Well, he's doing triage right now. He's doing, yeah, but you're also running extremely fast. So, like, he's trying to, like, he's doing mental calculations of, like, what should be done first.
11.
Okay, you get held.
Okay.
And he doesn't know what the hell that thing is in the air, so he's going to move away from that a little bit. All right. He kind of goes between two buildings. And it is your turn, Lilathian.
Well, but I'm held. Doesn't that mean I'm paralyzed? Which means I can do nothing.
Don't you still get a saving throw? It's hold person, so.
You didn't give me a... Oh, no, you did. Looking it up.
At the end of your turn, you get another saving throw until you succeed.
Oh, that last one should have been with advantage. So this is the with advantage.
Okay.
So I would have had a 22.
Okay, so it would have failed, or the spell would have failed.
That silvery barbs, I gave myself advantage.
Okay.
Since his spell failed, was there anything else he wanted to do on his turn?
Well, he cast a spell, so he could just cast a spell and move. That's the gist of it. So I was saying, like, he can hold multiple people, but, like, Toadstool doesn't count because it states it has to be a humanoid, and he is not currently a humanoid. And then he wouldn't... Well, actually, I don't think he'd do that. So, no. That would be all he would have done. So...
Okay.
Because he's not trying to kill any of you. Like, he's just wondering what the fuck is going on. Alright, so it's your turn, Lathian.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, are you in it with them? They all got taken over by worms, and now you're in it with them. That's it. I'm out, and I go invisible.
Okay. You're casting invisibility, correct?
Yes, casting greater invisibility.
Now I regret using my action to hide. I could have used it to counter spell. No, I think they're out of range.
Which cancels slow, but they've mostly broken slow, so.
Greater invisibility.
Oh
There's
God.
basically no way to. There's no way to tell, right?
Yeah, it means
'Cause
for a
that's like the
minute
good.
I'm invisible, no matter what I do.
Yeah. Well, there's no like magical, like even a
Red is
magical way to
huge.
tell.
You can cast see invisibility and still see me. There's tons of spells that will still
Yeah.
highlight me while I'm invisible and make it so that
Okay.
the advantage of being invisible is pointless. But
Yeah, I know the.
not knowing where I'm at will make it challenging for y'all to catch me in one of those. So for the next
Well, I didn't
10
catch
rounds.
the thing. You're not being held, right?
No, I am not being held.
No,
I
you
forgot I
failed the
had
roll.
advantage.
All right.
So I rolled my
Well, poop.
advantage and that one made it.
Well, you
There
didn't have
is a-
advantage because of the slow, though, right? Because he wasn't actually slowed. The advantage is
No.
coming from someplace else, correct?
I had advantage because of silvery barbs.
Okay.
I hadn't used it yet. And I had almost completely forgotten about it. So, it is my turn. Like I said, I went greater invis, and then I moved.
Oh, greater
but-
invisibility? Okay.
Yep.
I thought you were just... Okay. You just said
We are
invisibility,
so
so...
fucked.
And then I moved, but I'm not going to move my character because that will tell you how I moved, unless, like, I'd want the GM to know. So if you want me to like send you a text on how I move,
Yeah,
But,
take a screenshot and circle the square you want to move to and send it to Demetrius.
well, that would be and that could be a way to do it.
I mean, you turn
Or I
invisible,
could
and
just
you're
tell ya.
currently moving, so what's going to happen is You can move wherever you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, like you said, you could do it like what Vivian's saying as well, where you just tell me like where you want to move yourself to. But something's happening at the same time.
Yeah, no, cool beans. So held unconscious. He's entered the fray, and my job is to try and get other people to have worms. So I cast my spell, and then I would move. You said you're 15 feet in the air.
That's what
Yeah.
Toadstool said. Yeah.
Toad is 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's Red. She's a ranger. They're like I've told you before, Sarah. This is a nerds campaign, so like the humanoids in this world are like little nerds candy people. So like they're little nerds people.
Way to make your token invisible, or like transparent or something. Maybe it's a DM thing.
Yeah,
can gray it
Demetrius can
out.
put- yeah, you can put him on the GM layer.
Yep. But then
And we
only
won't be
he
able to
sees
see
it. So as long
There
as
you
you
go.
guys can, I was going to say, as long as you guys can,
Well, you should be invisible now to everybody else, correct?
I am. They totally saw where I moved, but yes.
I
Well, you didn't give me time, man.
Well, it's all good. I wouldn't have been able to see where I was moving anyhow. Basically, everybody just play in character. Don't use meta knowledge.
Well, I didn't see where the hell you moved anyway, so good.
Cool.
Lelathian beings, your hauling ass is the only reason you don't get stuck with blow darts. They literally like miss you as you're going. Toadstool, you would see Red like take out a blowgun and go thoop 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 thoop, and like they would basically just miss something or whatever. But it's like she's shooting at something, but you can't see it. And like you almost got hit.
Damn. All right. That
And-
I thought
ends
we
my
dropped
turn.
Red off in place.
And then you watch Red would actually disappear. She would put a hood up over her head and then just vanish. So,
Red's going into hunter mode.
Yep. She's a ranger, so no. Remember, she was with Honeycutt searching the documents in the library room. That's I don't know if you guys remember from a couple sessions ago, but that's where she was. She was actually at this place. So.
Is Ingo still? Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying it's because she's a Lorekeeper Society. Her and that little girl and Toadstool. So.
Is Ingo still paralyzed?
Yeah, it's not her turn yet. So.
Oh, sorry. I looked like it was.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to move your guy, and then I was trying to change it so it was invisible to everybody else, and then I was trying to describe the situation of what was happening. So now it's going to be your turn if you're not going to do anything else. If you're just going to be where you are.
Yeah, I have nothing else I can do. I bunny hopped, so.
So Red was trying to shoot you with a blowgun, and then as you started to close around the building, or whatever, like to the south in the tree line, like you watched her, you would have seen her pull her hood up, and she all of a sudden turns invisible as well. So.
Nice.
And then you would go out of sight. So.
Yep.
All right, Ingo's turn. Ingo and Yellow still are in communication with you. They can still talk to you. So.
Nice. I'm almost here.
One more thing. Toadstool, you would actually hear Red's voice in your head state that I believe the person went west. So go west and take an elevated position for intel.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like get to higher ground and see if you can spot them higher up.
Fly, elemental fly.
All right, Ingo's turn. She gets a saving throw.
You can do it, Ingo. Oh, that's what I should
Oh,
have
hell
done with my
yeah.
bonus
No, well,
actions.
she don't need your
nice.
fucking help, man. She got a natural 20.
She doesn't need shit. Nice. It's clobbering time.
Let's see.
Oh,
A perception check. What did you roll for disguise? Let me scroll back up. Exalted. Oh, you got a 21. All right, so she does not see you. Okay.
I'm right next to her and she can't see me. This is great.
Well, you beat her by 2, so. Well, and she was paralyzed, so it's not like she was directly looking at you and then you tried hiding. I mean,
Be back there behind an AC unit, and nobody would ever know.
that's pretty much what he's doing, or she's doing. All right, 1 second. I gotta see what's in her bag of tricks, because she's been hoarding all kinds of shit.
Well, if you're talking about Ingo, I think her save was at the end of her turn, so I don't think she actually gets an action until next round.
Well, yeah, unless you're basically getting like liquid PCP like pumped into your body.
Nice. She's on the rocks, huh?
Yeah.
She's on the candy.
Well, the worms are secreting some kind of adrenaline-based stuff, so
Sweet.
they have other abilities. Remember, they were a CR9 as well, so
Got coffee in my brain when I need it.
so she's like on cocaine basically, or she's running off adrenaline.
A haste spell, in other words. A
Yep.
biochemical haste
Remember
spell.
how you did slow on the bear and it didn't do shit?
Yeah. Because he was under a biochemical haste spell, which
Yes,
counters slow. Makes sense.
Now it does. I didn't want you to think I was just taking away your abilities to make the fight fair. No, there was a rational explanation.
No, I just figured you were doing it to make the fight fair. I understand that. I am an almighty bard.
Oh, damn. She gets to reroll saving throws that she fails because she's got Indomitable. So I screwed up. I don't think she would have actually been paralyzed. So we'll just let her have her action this turn then.
I like it. I like it. There's a paladin up there on a mount that probably needs some attention. All big and bad.
Just wait till I get my command out to him.
I mean, she doesn't
Mo.
she doesn't see the goblin. Yellow's on her
Damn it.
side. You're the closest. It just makes sense. On the plus side, you're not slowed anymore, so you get your reactions. Well, a reaction.
Why do I keep?
If we got multiple reactions, that would be so amazing.
Well, you're not too far off the case there.
I would.
Things are gonna get fucking messy now because there's stuff on her sheet I wasn't looking at correctly.
You're in trouble now. Pow, right to the moon. Get him, Ingo.
So if we all get infected with worms, can we continue the campaign and just try to infect all of Nerdonia with worms? Because that sounds fun.
If the party wants to.
Be the Broodworm campaign.
Go West is a pretty good song.
We're still ourselves. It sounds like it's just that the paramount important thing is that we infect other people.
It could be like that, like from Baldur's Gate 3, where you actually use it for your own advantage.
You're gonna have to have some combat of will so that you are able to
resist.
Yep. Take mental control from the
I mean, the worms don't give a shit if we restore color. So we still have our mission. We just also need to infect everybody.
Yeah. starting with the people who already have the color. You're not infected yet, though, right?
I
We
am
still
not.
have hope. We
Oh
still
wait,
have
am
hope.
I infected? I don't
Not
think
yet.
I am. Oh, okay.
That's about
No,
to happen.
Yumi and Toad are okay right now.
It's
Well, I mean,
about
actually, the
to
odds technically should be in your favor. It's just not going that way. Ingo, Yellow, and Lathian are infected. Red, Toadstool, Salazar, Rexalti. The 3 Drow are not infected.
They got an almighty bard on their side, guys. I don't see this going well for you.
Oh, I have ways.
All right, Ingo, get him.
So if your armor class is truly 20, she will actually hit you with one of the arrows.
Hit who?
For... Oh, God. Why do I keep closing the character sheet? I'm so dumb.
You're the only person that she can see besides Honeycutt, I think.
I really wish I could just say I want to block with my shield just to see what happens. Uh,
Why not?
Well, your
If
shield
you have
adds to the
that
armor
ability.
class, right? Or, well, can you block with
Yeah.
a shield as a bonus action or something?
Well, also you
What
have
if
that
you have an
special
ability?
like drow mithril stuff.
well, I mean,
Oh, I know, Vivian, I know.
I believe that there is a feat that gives you an ability to use a reaction.
Yeah, I assume there's got to be some kind of shield feat you can take.
And I think that's so that you can raise the AC of the so you can like enter. I think it's like interceding shield or something like that. So you can block for your buddies next to you.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that. Yeah.
And then I think there's one that lets you use
Shield
your
master.
shield's bonus as a saving throw or something like that, or to boost your saving throw.
All right,
It's
so
from-
you take 13 points of damage, Salazar, and I need a poison saving throw DC 20.
Poison. Oh, did she put a worm on the thing?
25.
Okay, you're not paralyzed. No, she just shot him with one of those arrows coated in poison.
And how much?
13 piercing.
God damn.
Okay, and the next arrow would miss. And then you would actually watch her pick up Yellow and throw her at you.
Oh wow.
You remember how she's been talking about that for like a bunch of game sessions?
Yeah, she has. That's hilarious.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to command my wolf to try to dodge out of the way.
Okay.
While I'm on it.
What does your mounted combat feat do? Because I know you took that, didn't you? You took mounted
Yes, I
combat. What's
did.
it do?
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. It allows me gives me mounted strike and leap aside. If your mount is subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, instead take no damage on a success and only half damage on a fail. This benefits you must be riding the mount, and neither of you can be incapacitated. Veer. While mounted, you can force an attack to hit you instead of your mount if you aren't incapacitated. And then, of course, mounted strike. While on a mount, you have advantage on attack rolls against any unmounted creature within 5 feet. Your mount that is at least one size smaller than the mount.
I don't
As long as
think
they're
any
not
of that's going to
large.
help you because there's not a saving throw. It's an attack. But
Well,
I
no,
mean,
yeah,
so
I get-
you could take the damage if she accidentally hits the mount. But I'm surprised that's not vice
That is-
versa. But yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm incapacitated, the mount will protect me. But if
Well, you're not incapacitated though.
Right. No, I get that. But what I'm saying is I want to see if it's okay. I want to see if I'm able to like have even though like to see if I could like miss like do a dexterity or whatever to see if it would succeed on allowing me to dodge.
Well, throwing somebody at you would be an attack, so it would have to be your
but that's
armor
what I'm trying to
class.
say. That's what I'm trying to say. That I'm just saying this just in case it does hit, and if it is a success.
Well,
That's
out of
what
the
I'm trying
things
to
you
say.
read off to me, the only option you have would be you take the damage instead of the mount as one of your feat abilities, I think.
So even as when I'm not mount, even if I didn't summon the mount, I can't just like say I want to try to do this and do for like either a dexterity or an athletics check to try to
No,
see if
I
I
would
can.
assume you have to be mount. A, you have to have a mount. And B, you have to be mounted to use the feat. Otherwise, like you wouldn't get to do any of those abilities.
Well, no,
But you
What
are
I'm saying
mounted.
what I'm trying to say is, if a person wants, like, if I were to not summon the mount, and I wanted to see if I can't
So
get
there
out
is
of the
no
way.
game mechanic for you to dodge an attack.
So then what's the
Yeah,
point?
there's not a game mechanic for that. It's all based on your classes and feats. It's your AC. So if he
Okay,
hits your AC, he hits you.
I'm just used to that kind of gameplay then. All right, no problem. That's all I was trying to figure out.
That sounds like some homebrew stuff.
Well,
It would be different if it was a fireball, an area of effect, but it's not. It's a direct attack, so it's AC, not a dex save.
I mean, I played with other DMs as well before in the past, and they allowed it either way, but whether it was homebrew or not. But that's why I was asking to see if it was allowed or not.
And you're still slowed, correct?
No, I'm not.
Nobody's slowed anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then you wouldn't get hit, but your horse would get hit by yellow as it gets thrown into the side.
Oh, I'm just going to take the hit anyway.
So you're choosing to take it instead of the mount? That's one of your things you can use for. Okay.
Right. He can use his feet that way. I mean, his save is probably better than the mount save.
Yeah, because the mount only has 5 plus 10 HP per spell level, and it has 10 plus 1 AC class per spell level.
I think it's going to be a save against the worm that she's going to try and infect you with.
Well, no, yellow just gets smacked into the side of your horse or whatever, basically. But you manage to like kind of kick it away, is how it would play out if you're taking the damage. So your leg would take 12 points of damage as you get hit.
Sorry, I was gonna say, was the roll to hit a 19?
Yes.
Well, my AC class is a 20.
No, I know, but it's just basically it was throwing yellow at you and the horse. It just didn't matter.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem.
So you take 12 points of damage, so the horse doesn't take 12 points of damage. And then, what is it?
Wait. Okay, never mind.
And then as a secondary thing, yellow vomits acid all over the place from the impact. Which is only another 4 points of acid damage. And what look like really tiny little maggots are kind of crawling on the stomach of the wolf, burrowing into the fur. And that's going to be Ingo's turn. And you just watch her get beat senseless and then tied up.
Yellow?
No, Ingo. You
all
of a
her
sudden,
own people?
Yeah, you all of a sudden watch like the 3 drow appear and then just fuck her up. Like knock her out, like with non-lethal damage.
Huh. All right.
27, 27, 24. Yeah.
Damn.
And then you watch the wizard use, I don't know if it exists anymore, but rope trick, and she just gets tied up extremely fast.
I mean, rope trick exists. It just does something different.
Yeah, and they actually, or whatever the equivalent to something like that would be nowadays, where it's like a magical containment thing with like a rope.
I'm sure there's a magic item.
If it doesn't, they rope tricked her, which basically means you just tie somebody up with a you make a rope magical to like, so it can move itself. So that's basically what happens. I don't care if it doesn't exist. I'm making it exist. I don't know why they would remove that. Then the Barbarian just knocks, that's the 27, 27, 24, just like smacks her in the back of the noggin a couple times, and then holds her down, and then the guy with all the shurikens, he actually dumps some of that milky fluid in her mouth.
Oh, no!
Hopefully that deworms her.
Hey, Benny, how's it going? We're watching the party kill each other.
That's a thing that's happening.
Yeah, that Slither video up above, some of the parties like affected by worms that are controlling them, and they're attacking the other party members. All right, so that's the spider people's turn. And Toadstool.
All right. So who's currently slugged?
Yellow.
Is Ingo? Ingo is basically taken out of the combat at this point, or what's going on with her?
Yes, Ingo is all tied up by her drow ninjas.
Okay, so she is a non-issue at this point.
Yeah, she's
Currently,
a non-combatant, and I basically moved Yellow by you, Salazar, kind of roughly.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem. My wolf is
do you wanna-
also infected.
What, Toadstool?
Do you want to mark Ingo as like I don't know, however you want to mark her, just so
Well, we can mark her.
so yellow
we
is
want
still Yeah, yellow is still an issue, and Lala is just invisible. And the dire wolf is going to be infected and around.
Well,
Most
there,
likely.
there. I put a little worm in the center, and then there's a little broken heart, and she's got a red X on her now. So, does that do it for you, Toadstool?
That works. So basically, we just got yellow and the dire wolf, and as soon as
that's what
Lala
Salazar
becomes
says.
visible.
When you asked,
Well,
Salazar yelled out, "My wolf is going to be infected here soon."
Well, yeah, because Yellow puked and the worms started going in him.
Yep.
Well, he's not controlled at this juncture,
so here's what.
On the bright side, you can just unsummon your wolf.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing after I give somebody a little payback for doing that.
Well, once Yellow hit you
I'm gonna
guys and did
fly.
damage and threw up, like they would have just fell to the ground and they're still motionless. She threw like a paralyzed nerd at you guys.
Literally a meat sack.
So like we're gonna have to tell her to go back and watch this video because that's fucking hilarious. She finally got to throw one of the little people. She's been trying to throw one of you small people since day one.
What are you doing, Toad?
I'm gonna fly to there, and then I'm gonna I can see yellow from where I am.
Yeah, she's lying at the feet of the dire wolf.
Okay. I'm going to summon Beast Slug and have the slug enter her head.
You get Yellow's ear or whatever, or go into through her ear like how? Okay.
Yeah.
I've
You're
not to be a
wanting to
jerk, but do
summon
you
one of the
remember that,
slugs
or
that
do
you-
you actually know that's what happened, or no? Or you're just assuming that's the case, and you're summoning a slug to do the same thing?
I'm summoning a slug that seems to be doing the same thing that I'm seeing with all the slugs going on around here. Like it's
So he's just
if you want me to
summoning
roll
a copy of the
insight or
slugs that
something-
he's just seen. I mean, he has just seen these slugs.
So you're basically summoning like almost like a lamprey and having that go in Yellow's ear as well.
Yep.
Like
Now
the
they
lamprey is
provide for-
basically like a little worm that has like a circular row of like teeth that lives like in the ocean and shit. It's fucking freaky. So you're basically sending one of those into her head as well. Okay, to attack the other one, I would assume you'd want like your best chance of killing the worm.
Yeah. With minimal brain damage, preferably. I prefer candy. I'm presuming candy people have brains, like, you know, as we know them.
Candy people have brains.
Oh, good God.
I don't really know what's in a candy person's head. Since nobody lets me eat them.
Yeah, Toadstool's been trying to eat these guys since day one, just like Ingo's been trying to throw them. All right, so you send a lamprey into Yellow's head, which the fail would automatically save because she's unconscious. So in this corner, we have a giant slug. Or not a giant slug, but yeah, I suppose that's what it'd be called. A giant slug versus a lamprey. All right. Let's get ready to rumble.
Whatever you want me to roll, if you want me to roll something this round. Because that was my move and that was my action, so I don't know whatever you want me to do.
Oh, just a sec. I'm getting
like, yeah, otherwise Toadstool's just gonna float up in the air, kind of like 60 feet up or 45 feet up or whatever, and just kind of watch for any movement, any idea of where Lala is. I'm gonna try. I presume like kind of 50 feet is sort of out of range of like, you know, at least a few things.
Okay, so the fight's commencing. Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. All right, you'd hear some like high-pitched screaming, Salazar, coming from inside of Yellow's head, or at the bottom of your mount.
Uh-huh.
And she's just twitching and like foaming at the mouth.
Oh boy.
All right, so that's your turn, Toadstool?
Yep.
She's in her own personal hell at this point, so she is not doing anything. We'll give her a saving throw just for the sake of it, but I don't think it's really going to matter.
Oops and giggles. Natural 20. Skaboom. That wasn't a natural 20.
No, she is just in her own personal hell at this point with slugs trying to eat her brain. It is Salazar's go.
Right. What does the Tsar do? Yep.
All right. Let's see. All right. How far? How high am I? Am I able to pick Yellow up?
Well, you're a medium-sized creature on a mount, so you got to be like 7, 8 feet off the ground would be the top of your head.
So you probably have to dismount to grab her, unless you have some sort of magic.
Hold on. Let's see. I will cast.
I mean, the wolf could pick it up in her jaws too. She's a small creature, and the mount is a large creature. So.
True.
Yeah.
Of course, do you trust your summoned wolf with candy in its mouth?
Oh, I will. I'm just gonna tell him to pick it up. I'm telepathically to pick the Yellow up.
Okay, it does.
But leave the head outside of its mouth so it doesn't puke inside his mouth.
Oh. Well, I want to say out of everybody, Salazar's had the worst fucking day, I think, so far.
Hey, oh no, I'm getting my revenge. And I'm going to tell my pet wolf to sniff the air. Well, my mounted wolf to sniff the air of the one that actually hit me with the spell. And considering that it would still linger, I'm sure, depending on what the DM says, wolves can actually pick up the faintest smell to find find whoever hit me with a spell.
Dogs tracking people? That just doesn't make sense. I don't think that's gonna work out for you. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I mean,
No,
it's real life
I'm
too.
fucking with you, dude. Like, of course a dog
Oh.
would be able to smell it. All right, so
It
it would
definitely
start
has
tracking.
scent.
Smell the
Yeah.
bunny.
And if you tell it to smell the bunny, it could smell the bunny, but it wouldn't be able to smell whoever hit you with a spell last.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if I knew who hit me. That's why I'm saying it like that.
That's a fair question, and
That is true.
I would say there maybe should be a roll involved, but it's entirely possible
Okay, I would take that roll.
because all of my spells are verbal. I'm a bard, so I have
Did
to
any
have
of us
verbal.
hear Lalatheon talking to Honeycutt about how we're infected and he should attack us?
No, they
Also
were way too
fair.
far away.
Okay.
What do I need to roll? A percentile or what?
I
To
don't know, like
know
a
if
wisdom
I
check
cast
maybe.
you?
Well, I would say like a wisdom check because it's kind of like, or maybe intelligence because it's a logic check. Because I mean, based on like who is left in the party, you would assume it's either probably Toadstool, Rexalti, or the Rabbit is your guess. I mean, there's only so many people. Like, there's only those three because the Drow clearly are messing up their own priests they're supposedly worshiping. Their herald. So obviously
To
it
be
wasn't
fair,
them.
I did also fucking disappear.
Yeah.
And the specific spell I use doesn't have a like a direct visual line. A hand comes up nears you and then touches you.
Yeah, but it still has this smell.
It's not
It's
like
still
a
necrotic,
bullet.
so I would assume it would have at least some sort of distinct smell on me, considering it's necrotic. But that's all on the GM to tell me yes or no. If not, that's fine. I'm not.
I
Gonna
would say
sweat over it.
the spell isn't going to help you because most spells are like instantaneous, so they're so fast that unless you're actually watching the person do it or like you see the person do it, like it makes it extremely hard. I would say you're basing your logic on which party members are not around you or don't appear to be on your side anymore, which would probably be the Rabbit or Toadstool, being they got away from you. Rexalti got close to you, and then you watched him go into the shadows and hide, but they completely walked around you and didn't hurt you. So you would assume it's probably not Rexalti. It's probably the bunny or Toadstool.
I would say it's also assuming that it is a known caster.
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying. See, because right now, in my character, in Salazar's mind, he can't trust a single person because of what's happening.
Yeah, and you can see Toadstool like in the air. Like you can see he's like he'd be like a wispy kind of cloud air elemental thing. So I mean, he could have potentially cast it on you, but it looks like it's looking for something. Because it'd be floating probably above that circular building, and it's like looking for something. Plus, you can see the edge of Honeycutt starting to go around that circular building. So it probably more than likely isn't Toadstool because they're not paying attention to you.
Right.
So I mean, that would help you narrow it down to like it's probably the bunny is your guess.
All right, so if that's the case, I'm just going to assume that, and I'm going to have my dire wolf sniff them out.
The power's gone to his head, Sarah says. Yeah.
Do what?
Somebody in chat, the stream chat, says the power's gone to his head or whatever.
Oh.
All right. So if you tell it to smell bunny, I mean, it's a wolf. I'm sure it knows what a bunny smells like. So I'm not going to be a dick about that. So it starts probably going a little bit south.
All right.
So we'll just move it over there. And you're just leaving yellow where... Oh, no. Yellow's coming with because it's in the mouth. Here.
Yeah.
There, we'll put it there. Sorry, Alt, not Control. There we go. So yellow's in its mouth. And we'll put you there. That's a better representation.
Actually, yeah. So the wolf actually goes first, though, and then it goes to my turn.
Okay,
That's
that's
how
fine.
that works.
Oh well, I would let you. We both have the same initiative. I wouldn't. I don't care who goes first.
No. That's fine. I was just letting you know, if I summon a creature out, if I summon my steed out, the steed goes first, and then the owner of the steed.
Okay.
Hold on, let me read that because I'm pretty sure that's what I remember saying and seeing.
I don't think it matters, my friend. I think the GM just said you could go before or after.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I don't care because you go on the same turn. It's stated, so I don't care. You can interchange it. Don't worry about deciding permanently which one goes first.
All right, no problem then. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to I'm going to cast resistance on me, and I am going to do piercing.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get your logic. All right.
Yeah, because I already took a mass amount of damage from the hunter.
That's the rabbit you're looking for, right?
Well, I'm looking for the rabbit, but the one that threw yellow at me is the one that did the 13
Look at
points
the
of
roll
piercing.
20. I'm being funny because his eyes are all bloodshot and they got blood coming out of their ears and nose. Looking a little bit haggard.
I'm out of time.
Yep. All right, so you got resistance piercing on you, which shaves off 5 points of piercing damage or something per attack.
It's like half damage, I think.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn.
Uh-huh.
All right, Rixelti, it's your go.
I am Googling whether or not detect magic can help me see invisibility.
Now I want to go with no.
No,
Yeah, I was
I've
gonna
already
say
looked at it.
It can let you know that there is magic in the area.
Yes, I would allow that, but I'd
Yeah,
also
no,
be
I
extremely
already
vague. Otherwise, it nerfs the spell too much.
I already looked. It's there. Scrying would be the only thing, but it's 10-minute cast.
Fairy fire. If you have an idea of where I'm at, fairy
I don't
fire.
have fairy fire.
Yes, fairy fire
You
is
are-
kind of the antithesis to invisibility.
You are a wizard. I believe he gave
Yeah,
you
you-
access to all of your cantrips.
Yes, as
I
long as
believe
you can
both
cast, as
you and
long as you
Toad.
can cast that school.
I can cast every school. It's not
Well,
like
then you
3,
have
5,
every
or-
cantrip. Then you have every
It's a
cantrip.
cantrip?
Yeah.
I believe Firefly is a cantrip.
Okay, I don't have it written down. How does it work?
Well, let's look it up.
Fire? Or
Fairy fire.
Fey fire?
Fairy fire, that's right.
Have to be within 10 feet of the person who gets hit if you know where they are. Like you and I could try to because there is a spell.
Oh,
But
it's
it
level
tells me the
level 1, so
direction
you
that they're going.
you
It
don't
does-
get it, or you don't. Well,
because
unless you took it as a level 1
You can
spell.
locate object. You can
Thought it
detect
was a
object.
cantrip.
I believe.
It's not. It says it's level 1 evocation for bards and druids, but I think I allowed wizard. He could take that as one of his first levels if he wants, but I don't know if he did.
Gotcha.
Because I thought it was bullshit that only bards and druids got it.
Well, the other thing that works is Starry what? But that one is tough. Starry Wisp.
Well, there's glitter
That'll make
dust. Glitter dust is probably a higher level spell too.
Yeah, glitter dust is a higher
Do
level
I
spell.
know any specific objects that you're carrying? I could detect that and suss you out that way.
Let's see. The bunny. What
Good.
what did the bunny have? Well, I mean, he had that yes, he got
Holes and books.
elven
That's nice.
armor from that last whatchamacallit that we were in. He specifically picked up an elven chain shirt.
All right, I'm gonna look for that elven chain shirt with locate object.
One second, I'm looking it up.
I just posted it.
Oh,
into
you
the
linked
chat.
it?
Yep.
Are you currently moving,
Lala, what?
Lilithian, or no?
Even if they are, I can track them.
No,
At least
Well,
the
I'm
direct route.
just asking him so that I can describe the scene better.
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
I will be constantly moving around, and because you gotta love 5e for the ability to move before and after your
I do like that.
action. It's amazing. So
I
yes,
hated
you
that
can
in second
fully-
edition where you were just screwed. Like if you
Yeah, you'd have to have shot on the run or something very specific, or a 3 feet,
Yes.
thing, so that you could specifically be able to move while you're. Yeah, no, I like how they simplified it. So yes, I will be moving while I'm attacking, and probably still be using chill touch, which basically just means a skeletal hand will jump up by somebody, try and touch them. But
And this is concentration for 10 minutes, so I'm gonna know where that this object is moving and roughly where it's going.
So you're shutting
Nice.
down gravity well then, right? Wasn't that a concentration too, or?
I think Gravity Well was just around.
Oh, that was just a one round bang. Okay.
I can check, but I definitely would have shut it down so that I didn't,
Oh,
that would have been bad if I just left it up.
Okay, I'll allow that. Yeah, because I think that lasted for more than one round. So
Sorry, I missed that, buddy.
Well,
which one?
Casting time 1 action. It's not concentration.
You know what? I'll just type.
okay, so yeah, you've seen him in this chainmail plenty of times. It is moving from the southern point of the southernmost gray building. It's moving north.
Yeah, I was real happy when I got it. I was like, this is going to open up a new spell slot. I don't need mage armor anymore.
Okay,
Did
so
you
the plan
hear me, Rigzolti?
Yeah, the plan is to move towards it. So where am I moving?
That circle is where it was, and it's moving at normal speed north. So like 30 feet around, basically. Here, let me get my thing. I'm trying to find the right click.
Yep, you should know direction and rough distance.
So you're assuming it's at the peak of the arrow? Like at the very top of the arrow is where you're assuming it is. Can you see what I'm doing?
So I'm going to move there.
Is this what you're casting on your turn, Toadstool, or what? I'm wondering why you posted this. Or is this a more definitive?
No, I'm just linking the
description?
options that. No, I'm just linking the options that we have to try to find him.
Okay.
Find me? You don't want to find me. It's great. This entire episode is now going to be a cat and mouse.
It will be. I can see that.
Well, I wasn't sure how this is panning out, but so far I'm pretty happy. So hopefully everybody else is happy.
Well, as long as my character doesn't die for the third time.
Yes,
We
but the
go
great part
against
is
my
you
party.
haven't had to make a new one. That's the part that sucks.
Oh yeah, I will be. Oh man, I could say I'll be a little down and disappointed about it if I have to, but I'll definitely make a comeback on the next one if I have to.
So I'm gonna let everyone know I cast detect object on his armor. I think he's over here.
Well, Lilithian, I'll describe it more once we get to your turn. I don't want to take away other people's turns quite yet.
That's fair.
All right, sorry, what were you saying, Exalted?
I said I'm gonna
So
let
did
everyone
you
know that I
respond?
think he's over here. I cast locate object.
Okay. So
On
you're
his
assuming,
armor.
give or take, 30 feet. You're assuming he's in the general area, like right.
Yep. So I'm giving everyone the intel.
Okay. And that's your turn, correct?
Yeah.
All right, it is Mr. Honeycutt's turn. Are you verbally saying this or just in your head with your communication thing you have?
Me?
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think I have any sort of communication thing.
Well,
Do I?
you guys did, I think, at one point, but that probably went down when Lilithian went on his own way.
Yeah, so I'm
I
yelling
mean,
it.
I
I'm yelling
would.
it basically
I would leave
telling
it up.
Salazar and Honeycutt.
I'd
Oh
leave it
yeah,
up.
I get why you'd leave it up. I totally get why you would.
Just saying, it's there. You want to use it.
Okay, fine. I will if it's if I'd know because of the magic.
You would also know that anything you say over this line, I can hear.
True, but yelling it out, you'd probably hear me anyway.
True enough.
All right. You would hear in your head. Well, no, you wouldn't actually. Sorry, Exalta, you wouldn't hear that. Mr. Honeycutt would yell out, "Close your eyes!" And all of a sudden, a 20-foot cube around you just gets blasted with like sparkles and glitter.
Immediately close my eyes.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to him.
All right. If you open your eyes after a few seconds or whatever, which is probably instinctual, the whole area is lit up with like fairy fire and glitter.
Sweet.
But
Does that open up
Lilithian,
my
you are not
concentration?
affected. It just fucking missed you.
Well, on the plus side, that means that my concentration is still busy for another 9 rounds.
That's Mr. Honeycutt's. Well, actually, Mr. Honeycutt is going to go this way. All right, he goes there.
I like how I'm basically a second bloodhound right now.
Yeah. All right, and it is Lilithian's turn.
Oh, is it now? And they're all grouped up so lovely.
You know that
Is it?
meme? You know that
Says
meme
ego
where
and then
that
the
girl is
cow.
sitting there and she has all those math equations like going around the screen and stuff like that, or in those movies like not Upgrade but Limitless. Like you're basically experiencing a limitless thing. Like you just took one of those fucking pills.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Every single one of them is going to be in this.
Do you want to? You would here in your head, Lelathian. Do you want to activate the hive?
Oh God.
This
I
sounds
would
bad.
say not yet.
Okay.
I'm having fun. And then I would move in a straight line in a random direction. Don't tell me. Only you need to know.
Well, you know, directly north of you, there's a 20-foot diameter area of sparkles. So if you go into that, it's going to make you show up.
So I won't go into that. But other than that, a random direction, I will go as far away as I can. And before I do that, or while I do that, once I'm outside of the radius, I will go ahead and psychically fireball them. All of them. Including the drow. Everybody but Red, I think. Because Red is too far away. Yeah, Red is
Well,
just
If
too
you
far
moved,
away.
I'd be able to
Now,
tell
I
that
have a
the
question
armor's
about
on
that.
the move.
I have a
You-
question about that.
Can tell that the armor's on the move.
And what direction it's moving.
You'd have to
I
ask
just
the
don't know
GM.
the
I don't know.
distance.
No, you in Discord, tell me what kind of location you want to go by and how much movement you're using to do that and or actions. Well, you
Oh,
don't have to describe
me?
the action
Okay.
because it's your turn right now. So you can tell me where you want to go and I'll move your token. Can you actually see your token right now or no?
No, I can't. That's why I
Damn
was
it.
like, oh, wait. Well, let me look at the map again. Last time I checked, I couldn't. And now I'm not on the map. I was sending you a text. So let me see. Map. No, I cannot see my character. It might be under somebody else's, but I can't currently see mine.
Well, it's because I put it on the GM layer or whatever, but
Gotcha. Yeah. So my total movement, and this isn't secret to anybody, my total movement would be 50 if I use my action and my bonus action. If I use my movement and my bonus action. My action is being used to cast a fun little spell, and I'm going to need everybody, again, except for Red, who's just outside of it, to give an intelligence saving throw, please. Wolfies, drowies,
Well, I was gonna
everybody
actually.
who's not
Me too.
worm infected, yes.
I was actually gonna ask: is there a way I could actually, after make the intelligence roll, like kind of like block the blast with my shield to even nullify the damage even further?
And you would have to have some sort of ability or feat that would allow you to do that.
So it wouldn't be okay.
It
Well,
wouldn't just be.
I was just asking. That's all.
Yeah, that's all good. Basic shield just gives you a +2 to AC. Unless your class or a feat gives you something different.
Yeah, I already looked all on shields up, and there's no feats for that. That's why I was asking the DM on that. I'm outside right now, so give me a second. So it's a intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
Everybody around me though has a +5 to their intelligence saving throw.
I assume that's why
I
he's
had a
rolling
19,
with a
so 5
+12.
more to that.
Oh,
And then I
your
got-
+12 isn't with a plus. Damn.
I got it's because of my aura of protection, but I got a 17.
So Toad has 25. I have 24.
So I will use mine on Toad. Salazar failed, so I'll use mine on Toad. And you have a +17, so that's pointless to use it on you.
Yeah, it really is.
So Toad, please re-roll your saving throw and get lower. Get a lot lower. Yeah.
Okay, I sent you a DM, Lilithian. So tell me, like, just in Discord, like,
Oh,
where
that's
you want
just
me to
funny.
move you.
What did he get? Better?
He got a
did.
24.
Sorry, Salazar. It looks like you and maybe Bunnyman are the only people who are affected by this, but you are currently taking a negative D6 to everything you do, along with some fun little psychic damage.
Oh, that's okay because I'm just gonna let my wolf do the whole thing anyway. So
And you're not an evoker, so that means Ingo's taking it too.
This is
Well,
area effect, but each creature within. Oh no, it is each creature. Well, poo. I thought this was one that I had to designate a certain amount. I don't
Nope,
want to
that's-
hit Ingo.
That's one of those special things that evokers get, is being able to not hit teammates.
Yeah, well, sorcerers also get it, but I'm not one of those either. Yep, I already said I was going to do it. Oh well, regret's how we learn, and this is a worm, so the worm did it.
So will I, even if I don't do anything, I still take psychic damage, right?
Yes, you are taking 22 psychic damage.
All right.
Um,
Like right now or per turn?
Technically, your wolf is taking it as well. No, it's just right now. Per turn
Okay.
is a minus D6 to everything you do.
Well, my wolf should be gone automatically from this then.
Okay, so your wolf pops.
I still haven't really figured out the whole health aspect of it, really, because that's why I wanted to do the whole what's it called, E3 version of the wolf, I mean of the mount.
So everybody that succeeded still takes 11 psychic damage. But only those who failed have the muddled thoughts for a minute, which subtracts the D6 from attack rolls and ability checks.
All right, so
As
Salazar,
well
your
as
wolf
the
did not make it.
Constitution saves.
Right. I know I have over 100, like you said, but on D&D Beyond I have like 94.
Oh yeah.
So right now on D&D Beyond I only have 34 HP.
One of us. Oh, and then I needed to respond. I'm sorry. That ends my turn.
Just a second. I'm changing your sheet in actual. Well, I don't know if it's right though. What's your con on D&D Beyond? 16.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is your Constitution on D&D Beyond after you leveled your guy to 9? Because I just don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, mine is a 16.
Okay. All right. So you have 117 maximum hit points.
117. Okay.
Yes. So add 27 to 34, and that's your current hit point.
All right.
So 61. I can do math.
Yeah. I just added it on there.
Okay. All right. So the horse is muddled, so it gets the D6 penalty, and then everybody took their damage, correct? Is anybody dead or?
Wait,
Damage?
Is this Saber suck, or is this take half damage?
Damage.
Half damage? Okay, so I take 11.
Yep. 11 psychic damage. Everybody takes at least 11 psychic damage. And if Ingo's unconscious, she fails a death saving throw. If she is actually on, in death saving throws.
Oh no,
And
there's a whole
not-
bunch of stuff going on with her. You guys don't know about.
But it was the same with the drow. They all took this too, and they either.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I couldn't block out.
Well,
anybody,
you wouldn't
so
anyway. You wouldn't block them out
everybody
anyway
took
because
this.
they're
No,
an
I
enemy
wouldn't.
technically.
But I mean, even Yellow took this because I couldn't block out anybody.
He made
and they're kind of
so
not.
just so
important
it's known,
anymore.
he made enemies of the drow.
Yeah. What was the saving throw they needed to make?
19.
Okay, so the rogue failed, the barbarian made it, which is amazing, and then the wizard failed.
The barbarian made it, and the wizard
The barbarian made it, yeah.
They rolled a 19 on the dice. Nice. So, those who failed, it's a minus d6 to everything for the next minute. Next 10 rounds.
And just to quote, it was greater invisibility, correct? So you're still invisible?
Correct.
Also, you do not know where Red is at all. Like after she shot at you with the blowgun, she disappeared when she put the hood up. So
Sweet. Just educated guessing.
And that's your turn, correct?
Correct.
Ingo's turn. She gives out a high-pitched scream like Xena the Warrior Princess, a Wonder Woman, and just rips apart, tears apart the rope. Like the barbarian has this oh fuck look on his face. Like, how did that just happen? And he gets knocked on his ass, basically. At the same time, you watch the wizard. Well, I suppose he's got to roll to see how that goes down. He gets a penalty to a d6 to cast spells, correct?
Yes, it's a minus d6 to all attacks and ability checks, which I believe include skills. It's also for saving throws for Constitution.
Okay, well, then it's probably not going to screw his spell up. I was just seeing if it was slow, or there's a chance to it doesn't go off because he's dumb, because you made him stupid.
Sorry.
All right, so he starts casting something, and let's see what he's got.
Minus d6 to any attack rolls, ability checks, as well.
They all rolled a 2 this round. I'm not going to roll multiple times. They just got a 2 this round. I'll roll again next round.
Well, and that's at the end of the turn. So everybody has at least one round of minus a d6 to everything. Yeah. Well, not everybody. Some folks made their save. But guys, we're supposed to be level right now. You need to hurry up and take me out already.
Well, if you stop moving.
I do what our GM tells me. Which means I gotta fuck you up.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Maybe if I hurtle a spear in your direction, thinking in hopes that it's in the right direction, it'll work.
Everybody can get lucky. I'm worried about Toad because he can turn into things that don't need eyes to see.
Oh yeah, tremor sense and such. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense too. Remember?
Yeah, but you're on your mount. I'm gonna say that nullifies it.
Yeah, but my mount disappeared.
It did. It did disappear.
Oh, it did. You did enough damage to kill it. Okay.
Yeah, well, the health was 10 health plus 1 per spell level.
Oh, so 22 would just wink it out.
Yep.
All right. So I got.
And yellow is like literally right in front of me, still on the ground.
Yeah. Well, it would just fall from where the mouth was onto the ground. Yeah. So like I said, Ingo gives out that high pitched scream or whatever, and then pushes everybody off of her, like all three people, and the barbarian's got this like astonished look, like what the fuck, like how is she that strong?
Get it, Ingo.
And she stands up, and then you watch the rogue and the wizard go bam, bam, and like two more 20-foot cubes of fairy fire goes off, and then you hear the barbarian growl back at her, and then just fucking headbutt her.
Oh!
Like grabs the side of her head and just smacks her in her noggin. Like he goes into barbarian rage, basically.
Nice.
Damn.
So they're growling at each other like caged bears, basically, right now. And he hits. And he knocks her out again. And then he would actually, they would probably cast another fairy fire above where Rexulti is, the goblin, and then they would cast one that's like kind of almost where they are, is the wizard would have cast it, so above you, Salazar, and then the barbarian, after he knocked Ingo unconscious again, would turn around and cast another fairy fire just below the bear corpse. And that's going to be all their turn. And now it's Toadstool's turn, and I'm going to DM you, Lolithian.
All right, here's what I would like to do without having to like flip through everything and like find the thing I'm looking for. Since I am an air elemental, I would like to try to I'm gonna, this is role play or whatever, focus on the air in the area. Has Lala's been taken off the thing, so have they moved between Rexulti saying they're over here and my move?
What you can see is there's a bunch of fairy fire things like I described. I don't know if Rexulti told you
but
anything, but it's moving north, Rexulti. You would know that too. It's way north.
And then I would have told them that, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was just doing a bunch of stuff in the shadow, so I was trying to play catch up. So yeah, he's way north. He's past you guys. Like he's past you. Like Rexulti would say, like he's like by the bear is your guess.
None of the fairy fires hit?
None of them, yeah. Like they were like basically like a step behind.
Okay, so I don't know exactly where.
You would hear in your head, Toadstool, from.
So
you would hear in your head, Toadstool. Go north as fast as you can. Towards the bear corpse, and flush him out, and I'll catch him from the other side.
don't know who said that, but I would like to
you
try
know
to
it's
move
Red. Red
and
is talking
focus
to you.
on the air. Okay, well, I'm gonna focus on the air and see. Like, this is like completely up to you. If you want me to roll something, instead of using something that has like tremor sense or some kind of thing that I can tell foot where their feet are moving, I would focus on the air since I am an air elemental, and feel the things moving through the air and try to focus on
Like
what
kind of
would
like an Earth
be,
Elemental's tremor sense,
Lala.
only the air version of that is basically what you're getting at.
Yeah, basically just an air version. Yeah, just an air version of tremor sense.
It's basically what Red's telling you to do to the north side of the bear. Flush him out towards the back of the building, and then I'll resolve the situation.
So are you allowing me to sense where Lala is, or like what I presume Lala would be? Because basically, I'm just gonna shoot fairy fire at where I think Lala is. So
You'd almost see like on a
it's more
different
just
spectrum where like the air is moving weird north of the bear. So here, I'm gonna move you. You're not.
Yeah.
You're,
So yeah, I mean, end of the day, I'm just gonna shoot fairy fire. So just tell me wherever I'm gonna shoot fairy fire at, and like put a little effect there. That's I'm gonna like if I hit Lala or not. So that's. Oh, like I'm presuming Lala is like right under me or something there then? Like Lala is like at the bear?
1 second, sorry, I'm fighting with your icon. North of you. You're seeing like air dispersions.
Okay. Well, wherever you want me to shoot fairy fire, I shoot fairy fire at and do I hit Lala
You're
or
assuming
not?
it's probably north of you. I mean, is your guess with your air elemental ability and what
Yeah, I
Red
know,
is
but I
telling
mean,
you?
I'm yeah, but I'm kind of like I don't, this is kind of a gray area here. Like I don't
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
it's
where I'm
not
shooting.
an ability
So
that
just
air elementals get.
yeah. Well, okay. So I shot Red with.
No,
They get
Red
this
is telling
ability
you
fly
to
very fast.
flush north of the bear, like flush him out north of the
Yeah.
bear. So you're assuming like you can't see
Well, I
where he
can't flush
is.
him out. He's invisible, and
You can't. But
Yeah,
your air
so I'm gonna
elemental,
shoot-
you're seeing waves, like I said, just north of like where the bear icon is, like where your position, just north of that.
Yeah, and
you're seeing
I'm
air
going
stuff.
to shoot. I'm going to shoot fairy fire where I think that movement is.
Okay,
So
all
put an effect there, and answer the question if I hit Lala or not, and that's my move. Like, is Lala up here? Am I shooting fairy fire there, or am I shooting fairy fire down here? Like, I don't. Okay. So was Lala in that cube?
Yes.
I guess. Okay.
Sorry, I have to click a lot of crap to make it happen.
I'm gonna say Lala is. What are my color options here? Purple.
There we go. Everybody can see him again now?
Concentrate on.
Everybody, you can see him, right? Toadstool North?
Yeah, his icon.
I'm
All
reading the spell. I'm gonna outline him in blue.
Okay.
Yep, I can see him.
I'm a blue bunny.
Give me
You
ice
better
cream.
give me that ice cream.
Ice cream.
And the worm is still fighting the worm in Yellow's head.
Yellow is just lying motionless on the ground next to Salazar.
Okay.
You're coming down to help me out,
That's my
right,
move.
buddy? Or are you still flying?
Oh, and Salazar,
I'm
you
still
are having
fine.
a real time. If anybody says anything in game, like just like character wise, you can't hear them from the screaming of the two psychos next to you.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, they're just fucking. They're going off, man. It's like a gladiatorial arena, basically.
Oh,
All right, what were you saying, Toadstool?
Dude, I need to watch that Warcraft movie again. That Warcraft movie is pretty good.
I thought it
I
was
like
good.
it.
That's my move. Yeah.
All right, Lilathian, do you wish to activate the hive? You become visible, actually, Lilathian. You'd realize that even though you get no more actions. Or you only get bonus
I'm
actions.
visible now, then yes, I'd need to activate the hive.
Salazar, this just is not your fucking day.
and I will bring back a revised version of what I'm playing, and I'll make hell out of the person that killed me.
All right, so I need yellow.
You
Yellow
Going after all these
explodes.
worms?
Oh Jesus!
So yellow explodes, and you get splattered with all kinds of shit. You take negligible acid damage; it doesn't matter. But I need a Constitution saving throw DC 20, as you
The
just
DC
are covered with like worms that are trying to crawl into your orifices.
All right, you said a Constitution.
Yeah, and you normally get advantage of that, but I'm gonna say this is a disadvantage, so you just get your
Yeah.
normal roll. You just get a normal roll.
I got a 19.
Okay, you do not make it. You start having a seizure and you fall to the ground, and on your turn you
One of
will.
us. One of us. One of us.
I swear to God, if my character explodes and dies, I'm gonna have my character haunt you for the rest of your character's life.
All right,
You're on my
Salazar,
team
it's
now,
your
buddy.
turn.
Hell no, I'm not. I'm gonna resist this shit.
No, you're part of the brood now. And
I was gonna say, I haven't gotten it to reroll, buddy. This is we are now against our teammates.
you do get
until
some.
we get-
There's good news, Salazar. You're on the winning team so far.
so far.
I mean,
This is usually where the winning team gets turned around to the losing team.
I just realized how
Okay.
fucked I am because I'm right next to Salazar.
okay, Salazar,
have
you get
not
3
much hit
very
points.
important abilities. You are hasted. You get all your spells back. You're no longer poisoned, fatigued, any of that shit. It's all gone.
So is this like a full rest in effect?
Yeah, basically, and you're hasted.
So okay, all right.
So, but Lilathian is in the north. Oh, and the third thing, you can communicate telepathically with Lilathian and Ingo.
What?
So, you see a little goblin to the southeast of you that needs to become part of the brood. Or there's 3 drow. You got choices. And those are the ones screwing with one of your hive people.
I guess I'll just head up toward the goblin.
Go before red. That's the real question.
Okay, so it's whatever you want to do, Salazar. Your point is to like just incapacitate them so that they can be infected. That's your main goal.
Yep.
So
wait,
the
does that mean-
fastest possible way you can do that is what you do.
Does that mean double the movement?
Yeah, if haste grants that, yeah. Well, you don't need that. He's only like 10 feet away, I think. So I mean,
Ace grants an extra 30 foot of movement.
Okay, hold on. Where is the goblin then?
he's a little pink orange circle to the left of you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come right here and I'm gonna just headbutt the hell out of him.
Oof.
Just to incapacitate, that is.
Okay. Well, you can cast spells on him. Like I said, you get all your spells and your lay on hands back too. You have all your stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm just going to try to incapacitate him first.
All right, roll your weapon attacks then. So.
Sounded like he was headbutting him.
Oh, he's
Yeah, I was
headbutting him. Okay.
headbutting.
Well, he still gets 2, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he
He's
is like
using
a
a
fighter,
melee
basically.
attack.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I
Has
get 2 of them?
extra? Do you have extra
Oh, wait.
attack at level
You get extra
5?
attacks because you're a melee character, basically.
Actually, hold on. No, not for paladins. I get the extra attack from a feat that I chose, from the background I chose, so I can do it twice.
Okay.
I can attack 2 times every turn. Oh, that's a 20. It was the first. I don't know why I re-rolled twice, but the first one was a 23.
How do you do crit stem?
Didn't we just decide it was double damage across the board, right? That's
It's
what we
just
agreed
double
on.
across the board.
Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna
That's
do
what,
that.
36 damage? Because I'm down, I think.
Oh, you are?
Well, I'm actually trying to incapacitate him, not try to kill him.
Oh, no, don't you act like you care. No, you just want him to go sleepy time, like whatever that takes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 29 hit points right now, so that brings me down.
All right, sweet. So Salazar decided because everybody else was screaming. Now Salazar starts screaming and just headbutts the fucking goblin. And you slump, you go unconscious into the sweet, sweet blackness, and then Rexulti, now you're coherent in that full stuff. All the stuff I just said to Salazar, you get. And you're up and going again on your turn.
Is that the whole team? I think that's the whole team.
No, there's still
Now we just
Toadstool.
have Red, Honeycut, and Toadstool. Oh, that's right, Toadstool.
Well, and the 3 drow, yeah.
And Toadstool's right near me, isn't he?
Yep.
I think he is. Toadstool, don't you want to join our party? There's always room for one more.
Everybody's got a little worm now. All right. So that's your turn, Salazar.
Yeah.
Rexulti, it's your turn now. Mr. Honeycutt is to the south of you, and then you got some drow to the north. I mean, you could go for Toadstool. He's just a little bit farther away.
The Toad.
I use Cone of Cold. No, wait, never mind. I can't. I just picked that up when I hit level 12.
Yeah.
I didn't have it before.
You get all your spells back, but only the level 9 down stuff.
Yep, otherwise I would have done other things. Dirty, dirty things.
What is a 20-foot like if I throw something here that's a 20-foot circle, it will hit Toad and Red, right?
Is it a cone or is it? Here
25. Is it? Are you doing a cone or a circle?
It's not. It's a circle, a 20-foot circle.
Okay, so
It's
it's
a
a
radius
40-foot
cylinder.
diameter.
Yep, 40 foot high, 40 foot wide.
That's
There you go.
flipping big.
I'm gonna make sure I don't hit Lilithion with it, but it is Ice Storm.
Glad the
If
goblins
Toadstool is
on this
45
side.
feet up, you will not hit him. So
Oh yes, I will. It's 40 foot high.
no, he's 45 feet up. He's saying.
Oh fuck!
Just above, just below him. Oh, buddy.
Let me look at Gravity Sinkhole again.
And that's vision distance. That's not, yeah.
That must just. Yeah, that must just be in 20 feet.
Yeah, that's a 40-foot circle as well. So that would be the same area as the last thing.
Old Trusty?
Nope, same 40 feet diameter. I think he, like, beyond 40 feet, you got to get into cones and rays for the extra distance, I think. So, like, a cone or a ray probably has the distance you need, but then you're also narrowing down, like, your area of effect. And remember,
I'm gonna polymorph Toadstool into a toad or a frog.
I
So
dig
he
it.
falls.
before you lose that spell, like,
No, wait, never
druids
mind.
are druids immune to polymorph?
Yeah, I just realized that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to.
I don't know that they are immune to polymorph.
It says in polymorph that shape changers have like advantage or something. It's not worth doing.
I was
Yeah,
going to
it's
say
not-
it's
not immune
not
to it.
immunity.
Yeah, it's advantage over a polymorph like me with poison.
Because that shuts down spells. I mean, that's what I was thinking about doing.
Well, it would just reduce the chance of it succeeding. So, I mean, if you don't want to do it, I understand. I mean, you can still try it, it sounds like.
I'm gonna be a dick.
I haven't used my
Burn.
silvery barbs
What's
yet
the
this round.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna do immolation. Dexterity saving throw, 8d6 fire damage, and on a failed save, half as much.
And you're choosing him, not red, correct?
Him, yeah, it's single target.
So you're shooting at me?
He's lighting you on fire like he did the blight bear.
And if you're up there with feathered wings, you're probably coming down.
No, he's just an air elemental. So.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, if
then
he's a
you're
bird, that'd be a
even
nice.
mad.
Yeah, you shot that at me?
Yep.
Dex save DC 20, it looks like.
Plus
And
five.
it's concentration, and you'll take 46 every turn. And you get a save every turn.
Oh, whoop, that ain't right.
Well, I'm
sorry.
going to call cheating on Toadstool right there.
Shenanigans.
Okay, so he did not succeed. You take 33 points of damage, Toadstool. And you are on fire.
Oof.
God knows you're giving that fire plenty of oxygen, too.
This is a tough one because out of character, me personally as a player, I don't want to see this happen. But in character, I will always play my character, and it's almost my turn, guys.
Well, I'm not pulling my punches
Yeah,
because
no.
I'm infected by a parasite. It's what I would be doing.
Yeah, same. Just means I still feel guilty as a player.
It's your end of your turn, right, Exulti?
Honeycutt's turn.
I still have my reaction. I'm saving it for counterspell.
All right, no
Wait,
problem.
I shouldn't have said that.
All right. What is your armor class?
Actually, damage resistances. What do I got?
Do you got anything, Lelathian, that's going to make her have to re-roll?
Yes, I do.
She got a natural 20 now, so that's what you get.
What's she rolling on?
She's shooting you with a blowgun.
Oh, she's
She rolled
shooting me?
Yes, she rolled a 25, and then you made her re-roll, and then she got a natural 20.
Oh, Red got a 25, and then she hit me with the natural 20 then. That's how that works. Actually, no. So I use silvery barbs. I am now going to use a luck, which doesn't actually use an action. I'm going to make her re-roll that D20. Wait, let me check and make sure that I'm not misspeaking. I believe he has the luck feat. The lucky feat.
I think you said you took it.
I believe I did, but just so that I'm not being a butt.
Are you out of reactions, though?
This is a lucky feat. It's not a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, can you use it again, or?
So
I
the
think
first
it's
thing I did was silvery barbs. That is a reaction. Lucky the feat is not a reaction.
No, but I think it's like once per long rest or something like that.
It is.
No, I'm just saying after this first attack, because I still have a second and third attack I'm doing, so I need to know. So that resolves the first attack as a miss.
I see. Okay.
So the
well, then
second
that's
attack
it.
is
I'm
gonna
out
hit.
of all the things.
Okay, all right. So the
I'm
second one's
out
gonna
of all
hit you.
the things. Are
Thank
you
God.
sure it's gonna hit me?
Yes.
I have a good AC.
What is it?
18.
Well, they got an 18. So
Okay. Well,
Well,
that hit.
so you have the same AC as I do.
Yeah, because of that beautiful elven armor.
I will heat metal it one day.
Yeah, probably.
you take 8 points of damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 20.
Oh, anything I should be? Oh, that rolled with advantage. I think I failed both of them, anyways. So a 1.
You were
Hard
unconscious.
fail. I went unconscious.
Armor class 25 for Exalted.
Something's hitting me?
Yes, you're getting shot with a blowgun.
Well, 25 definitely hits me.
You take 8 points of damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 20.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to make that.
Sorry, I allowed it, Sarah. I don't know if it let it post. Yeah, Twitch does suck with the auto mod.
So close. Looks like he failed.
All right, you were unconscious.
Well,
Boom,
it
boom.
drops concentration, too, so Toad's not going to be immolated.
No more fire damage to Toad. He's taking what he can take.
DC 18 Wisdom saving throw, Salazar. I don't know if you get any bonuses or what. Your Honeycut's going to try and hold you.
Okay, what was it?
DC 18.
On which one?
Wisdom. So it's a Wisdom saving throw,
okay.
DC 18.
Alrighty, well, I got a 21.
Okay, you're not held. Everyone is hearing super loud buzzing coming from the west.
The Hive.
The Hive is coming to the rescue.
No, not your hive. No, Lelathian, not your hive.
Oh boy,
The
we're
Not the
Hive.
bees.
Okay, so Lelathian is unconscious.
Yep.
Ingo is
He
unconscious.
is. There you go. That's what you want, right?
One of the drow, the shrieking guy, just starts screaming, like high-pitched screaming, and falls to the ground and starts having a seizure. You watch the wizard get off the ground and then turn invisible. So he casts a fly spell basically on himself and gets the fuck away from whatever's happening. And then casts, well, probably wouldn't be invisibility, it'd be darkness. Because otherwise I'm cheating. Alright.
Say, can't have 2 concentrations
Yep,
yet.
yep.
When you can, let me know how you finagled that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
He
going to
found
say.
a loophole.
Well, as a DM, I can do whatever I want, but that's really unfair to the players.
I mean, story comes
I mean,
first,
I
I
always
guess.
like a good challenge.
Alright, Toadstool,
He
it's
says
your go.
after completely threatening to destroy my character for just playing a role.
I was never going to kill you guys. Come on. Alright, so Toadstool, it's your turn. From the west, you're actually seeing like the sun kind of blocked out as you're watching like a whole bunch of you're assuming probably those giant wasp things or giant bees.
Bees to the rescue! They felt your turmoil.
And they're starting to throw like
Well,
what look like
you're the
almost
one that
smoke
called-
bombs.
I mean, metagaming wise, you're the one that called them, right? Because they asked you if they wanted to activate the hive.
No, that was a different hive I activated. That's what exploded yellow. And I'm really hoping somebody has a revive spell.
Nope, not me. I would have had it if I was higher level. Oh, wait, actually, I have a Revivify.
There you go, Revivify. That's all we need.
But I'm one of y'all.
I know. We can't do anything until we snap out of it, but
This yellow smoke that they're dropping like smoke bombs, and it's starting to just fill the whole area.
fumigating.
Yep,
I
yep.
mean, I'll be honest. I really don't know what the hell is going on.
He's literally in war right now.
Like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of one step in this thing and one step like I'm just gonna go. Like this is kind of turning into chaos, and like I don't know if I should like my character. I don't know if I should hang around or not to like see the end of this, or just like float up 90 feet and watch the show.
Well, you know,
so
you
like
would know that the bees that are on their way are our allies, not my allies, not the worms' allies, but your allies from the honey heist from earlier. Well, not the honey heist, the getting the crown.
and they're bees. I get it, but I mean,
They promised
So, I
us
mean,
to help
who-
us
like,
if we
who-
needed it.
yeah, you're unconscious now, right? Or just prone?
Well, I mean,
I'm
considering
unconscious.
Honeycutt's involved, Toadstool, you're probably assuming Mr. Honeycutt called them or something. I mean, that would be the easiest solution, you would assume. He was probably like, what the fuck is happening? So he called in for backup.
And you being a druid out of all of us,
Right. So
would
yellow.
probably realize that the bees aren't your enemies.
Oh, the
who's
slugs,
still
Sarah? Yeah,
infected
they're
with
like a Borg
brain-
hive,
brain
basically.
worms? Who's still infected with brain worms?
Everybody but you.
Who's still-
And on our team, everybody but you.
And red.
Well, Red and Honeycutt aren't infected either. But all of your teammates are. And maybe the drow aren't, I'm not sure.
Well, like I said, the guy with the shurikens is on the ground screaming, grabbing his head. So you're
Okay,
probably
so
assuming
he's
he's going to be fucked
infected.
soon.
Yeah.
Well, like
But
I said,
also-
the area's starting to get covered in gas.
Man, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm like honestly, man, I'm just gonna fly up like 100 feet and watch the show. So I'm just gonna move my movement up, further
It's like,
away from like all the shit going on and just watch the
this
show.
all got too
like
complicated.
I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
I'm going to
with all
see
this.
this untie itself. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm here for the show. I'm not touching those fucking worms. Like a guy just hit me pretty hard, so I'm like this is
Give
too
us a hug.
chaotic. Yeah, no.
Come give us
I'm
a
flying
hug.
up 100 feet
Come
and
on.
like whatever's gonna happen happens.
Just like
We
a
almost
crackhead to
had
flee
the-
the scene.
We almost had the full set.
That's what my character would do.
That's what Toad does.
Well,
What does
I
Yellow
mean,
do?
I get your logic, man. You would be like, no way, I'm out of here. Like, just. I mean, you aren't, because you're the only one aside from the two drow.
I did suggest running away earlier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight a losing battle. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna attack this guy, and then there's a fucking fire over here, and then there's a fire over here. I can't do it all. So I'm like, I'm out. Like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You need reinforcements, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a role playing guy, or I'm not a like combat guy. So I'm like, this is what my character would do. He would leave. He would watch from a distance and like see what's gonna happen. If he can help somewhere, he'll help somewhere. But like, I'm not gonna go into the middle of it and like just fucking. Like, I see the chaos. I'm not going to do that.
You don't want to go Battle Beast form?
Well, he could still get
Turn into
infected.
an-
I get it.
I
Turn
could dig
into
up,
an
like,
owl bearer, get
could-
in there, and, one of us.
No, because I thought about, like, I could turn into a or something and just be like, blow fire on you because I'm pissed off. Like, I mean, that's just going to be another thing. And, like, I'm just going to. So, yeah, I'm flying up like 100 feet and just watching.
Okay, well, the queen had come over by you and asked, what the hell is going on?
What the fuck is this shit show?
Yeah, she's like, what is happening? Honeycutt activated the emergency protocol, and, like, that's never happened in, like, over 500 years.
I mean, I'm going to point at the blight bear and, like, I don't know what the hell that thing came from, but wherever that thing came from.
Fucked us
We'll
up.
look into that.
Exploded brain bugs. You guys might want to watch out for brain bugs.
We're exterminating them as we speak,
bugs.
yeah.
Alright, once I level up, I'll have remove curse.
Alright, so, long story short, the poison not the poison gas, but the, what do you call it, like, ant killer, bug
smoke.
killer.
Bug bomb.
Yeah, it's basically a bug bomb.
Insecticide? The bees using insecticides?
Pretty much, that's what they're using.
Oh,
No, they're not using
Bug
insecticides,
killer.
they're using dewormer.
Yeah, there you go. It's okay because they're worms.
Yes, it's okay because they're worms. You guys
Slug
start
killer.
having seizures, and like the worms would crawl out of your heads and die. You basically got dewormed. So everybody that wasn't quote unquote dead or blew up is okay, but your intelligence is down a couple points, and you're one level of exhaustion away from death.
Oh, damn.
So, because I know there's isn't there like 7 levels or some shit? So it's gonna take you like a full week to get back on your feet, because they were just pumping you all full of like hormones and pheromones and adrenaline. No, they were just pumping you full of drugs. Basically, the worms were.
I understand. I'm just saying we can get rid of all of our exhaustion with the right spells.
Oh, that is true.
And we have a druid.
The int minus is temporary, right?
Yeah, all of it's temporary, and yeah, you could speed up the recuperation time with spells. But you're basically one level away from death, because they were just basically pumping you up to like get you to accomplish the mission.
Yep. All right. Yellow.
Yellow died, remember?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be permanent, because revivify.
I mean, that's considering if I can mend the whole entire body explosion.
We talked
Can
about
I
it, and
use mending on a
supposedly you
corpse?
can. Well, no, supposedly Revivify fixes it, even though it's worded like it shouldn't. Technically it does, but I'm allowing it because the book says it does, even though I'm like, it kind of doesn't make sense.
It comes down to time frame.
I'll just use Revivify then.
Yeah, otherwise I would be nerfing the spell, which, yeah.
Do we have a diamond?
Is revivify a diamond?
I think so. That was your problem last time.
Let's see.
I have creation, but I need a small piece of a diamond to make a bigger diamond.
Well, the queen would actually go down and bring yellow back. I mean, we're not going to drag this out. Because she would just
Honeycutt's
probably
rich. She
raise
would
that.
have a diamond.
Also, can't we use the honey in lieu of spell components?
No.
I thought you said the royal honey we could use in lieu of spell components.
No, it gives us like bee wings or mandibles or whatever.
Oh, it
weird
mutates
polymorph.
us.
Or it
Okay,
could like get rid of your exhaustion levels, or So basically, the exhaustion stuff I'm telling you is irrelevant because they would probably just give you some.
Honey.
That's not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, they would give you some, so you don't even have to use what they gave you.
Sweet.
So nobody has exhaustion because everybody'd sit down once the smoke cleared or go in the mansion, and they would give you some and discuss what the hell just happened. And then the queen would probably bring back yellow, like a raised dead or something.
Sweet.
Can we roll anything to know where the hell this blight bear came from? I mean, because we just came out of the well, which is in like the middle of town or something, I think, maybe, and the blight bear was just like there, kind of in the woods around it.
I mean, your three most assumptions would be like a blight bear or a blight druid had it and it's their minion, or it was sent by some evil entity, or it was just a really tainted bear from like evil nature shit.
Well, once we level up, we can track it.
Yeah, that's true. You could track it.
See where it came from.
Yeah, I'd be concerned to like, if this is gonna come up again, or like this is a one. Like, is somebody out to get us? Was this like a message?
That's a good question.
All good questions for next session.
Yep. I had to go get
wait.
my pizza, guys.
So, do we actually level up now? Did y'all say?
Well, just get to 12 and just hold there. I mean, next session you're basically going to go to the well. If you don't, I'd be hella surprised. There's going to be some role play, and then you're going to go to the well now that the combat stuff is done.
Like we're beelining it to the well.
We are now
Okay.
level 12. I appreciate the beeline. That was a good one, dude.
Yep.
So wait. I'm sorry. I want to get this right. Y'all said wait till next session before leveling up.
No, level up now.
Yeah, do the paperwork. We just have to do a little role play before it takes effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Thanks, Sarah, for chatting. And then everybody, if you stay in Discord for a minute after I cancel stream, please. All right.
My pizza.